He is a qualified chartered accountant and in practice since January 1987. He has done various courses, DISA, eh, Registered Valuer course, Independent Director, Social Auditor, Research Analyst, and he is almost all banks he is in panel. He has done all the types of bank audits like statutory audit, concurrent audit, revenue audit, stock audit, credit audit, inspection audit, fraud detection audit, document vetting audit, election commission work after election in verification and uploading of accounts to all the candidates in Salem. Advisory to Tamil Nadu Police in few cases of frauds. He is also internal auditor for cooperative urban banks, central cooperative banks, limited companies, firms, individuals and colleges. He has been faculty role in almost many institutes like ICAI, Digital Accounting and Assurance Board, Board of Internal Audit and Management Accounting, and state trainer in Indian Junior Chamber, guest faculty for various educational institutes, bank, trade and industries. He has presented bank audit papers on various topics such as bank frauds, practical approach to bank audit, loans and advances, forex transactions, LFEAR, tax audit of banks, to branches SARC, EARC, NARC of ICI, physically and virtually, and the benefits of chartered accountants and students who are undergoing CA course. He has played key role with ICI, was chairman of Salem branch in the year 2017, was co-opted member of Banking and Insurance Committee of SARC of ICI in 2019, was co-opted member of Branch Coordination Committee of SARC of ICI in 2021. He has co-authored in revising and rewriting ICI's concurrent audit manual. At present, he is organizing bank audit and tax series BATS for chartered accountants with an all India program through webinars where more than 4,000 chartered accountants are benefited. With this brief introduction, I introduce the speaker, Sri Ravindran sir. It's your hour. We'll have a tea break at 4 to 4:30, and the closing time, sir will decide. Thank you.
I think you are all very tired. Can I go to the topic directly, or can you expect me to speak some other thing other than the topic, which is also relevant to the topic? It is not a story, but it's a life commandments, which I require everyone to convey to your children, particularly your kids and your family members, your friends, relatives. Even that commandment is also applicable to you. First commandment, I think I'm not going to bore you, and I'm going to discuss all the case studies only, which indirectly or directly you can plan for your bank audits. First commandment is don't give loan out of loan borrowed. Do you agree? Don't give loan out of loan borrowed. Please convey this information, commandments to your family members, particularly your kids. If they have been caught, then our entire life will be disturbed. And the second commandment is don't put guarantee to anyone. Do you agree? Don't put guarantee to anyone, but if you want guarantee, you can get from others. I said you don't put guarantee, but if you want, you can get the guarantee because you have to get the loan. So don't convey this message to the person who is going to put the guarantee. And third one is very, very important is you have to cultivate the habit of saying no. Saying no saves you from lot of problems. And if I said no to this program, then I will be the loser. Here, when our chairman called me, sir, can you come? Then, yes, sir, I'm very, very happy to come to Bangalore. And even here, I want to say one thing to you. It's a dream comes true. So I have addressed almost all the branches of SARC, even few branches of EARC and NARC also. But my aim, I want to address at the Bangalore because I have not addressed the address at the Bangalore branch. It's my dream. So my dream comes true because I am here before the Bangalore Chartered Accountants and welcome SARC past chairman, immediate past chairman. Okay, Geeta ma'am. And, uh, and fourth commandment is don't get trapped by fancy, don't get trapped by fancy ads. So nowadays we are getting caution from the Home Ministry, don't get trapped. Even here I want to say one thing which has happened some 3 days back. I got a call from Karnataka High Court Investigation Department. There is no such department in. And they said that, sir, you have been booked under fraud because you have made a false claim, a false insurance claim for rupees 35,000. And we are going to issue the notice. I said, okay. Then she said, why you okay? You okay, you issue. Then the reason is, sir, when you claim the insurance policy for your knee transplantation, so my knees are very good and I have not undergone any surgery, so these type of fake calls will come. So though the ministry has given the caution, in spite of the caution, the people, they started to, disturb us. And fourth one is okay. Fifth one is respect others' time. You don't respect yours time, but you have to respect others' time. And sixth one is ignore your ego. Ignore your ego. This is the 6 commandments I want to say to you. And if you are well versed in Tamil for the ignore your ego, if you want me to say in Tamil, those persons who are able to understand the Tamil, you can understand, nammade life le soodu sorna irka koodad. You understand? Nammade life le anything, we have to ignore everything and we have to proceed. This is the 6 commandments I want to say to you. And these 6 commandments I have already conveyed to some more than 4 lakh students. Because I'm, just for the purpose of starting, I have said this, and our friend Pais has said in his presentation, qualified audit report, correct? Sir, we have to issue a qualified audit report. Okay, I'm very, very happy to hear that. Then there's a question in the examination that's in the intermediate. When I was valuer, when I was the valuer, not now. So I have happened to see that answer to the question. There is a question called what is meant by qualified audit report. One student has written, qualified audit report is a report given by a qualified auditor. So then I wonder whether the answer is correct or not. Because the person who is doing the audit, you should be a qualified person. No, actually it is subject to. So these are the things I want to convey, because everybody is very tired with a very, very good food. And my session, I'm going to divide into 2 parts. One is red flagged account and bank frauds. Second one is audit requirement with a specific reference to LFAR. And at the end, I want to say, I'm going to tell 2 important things. If you leave the session in the middle, you will be the loser. Because I want everyone to sit here. I am going to say how to get the bank audit. How to get the bank audit. This technique I'll tell. Second thing, I am going to share the professional opportunities available to the chartered accountants in banks. Everybody is bothered about the audit, but there are a lot of areas wherein you can do the practice in banks. That area I am going to tell at the end. And if you want to leave, you can leave, but you will be the loser. But when I present those 2 slides, definitely that will not be recorded. Okay. This is going to be the collar mic. Na? Don't worry about the collar mic. Wherever you are going for presentation, you can use a mic like this so that it is very easy for everyone to hear. And the session which I am going to say is a very, very important session. At the end, you can realize that next year, you will not be having your COP. You are going to definitely lose your COP. If you fail to hear my presentation, because the RBI has already said one thing, and some 6 years back they issued a circular regarding frauds. If any fraud is undetected during the course of audit, then the auditor is personally held responsible for the loss to the bank, apart from losing your certificate. They have used the word personally responsible. In case if the fraud is 3 crores, and if you fail to identify, then you will also be made as a party to the agreement, and your personal property will be attached for the fraud. You have got property worth of 2 crores or 3 crores, the fraud is 3 crores. Apart from the person who has committed the fraud, your property will also be attached. So do the audit very carefully, and we are masters of planning, tax planning. So hereafter, I want to give this suggestion: don't buy any property in your name. Because RBI said if there is any fraud, your personal property will be attached. So it's only a planning, but my sincere request, please do the audit very, very carefully. This is an opening caution I am giving. I am not giving any warning or any threatening, but it's an opening caution I want to give to you. Then, before going to the red flag account, I want to share one of the major frauds, or one of the major thing which I have found out some last year. So I went for a stock auditor. As a stock auditor, I went to a bank. Normally, so during the course, I'll tell what are all the audit procedures. Whenever you are entering into the branch, okay, you got the appointment, you are entering into the branch, you are given the appointment to the banker, then the banker permitted you to do the audit. And from where we have to start the audit? You have been allotted to do some stock audit. From where we have to start the audit? First thing, you have to ask the sanction letter. Sanction letter is the starting point for any type of audit. So based on that sanction letter, you have to commence the audit. Okay, what are the things that is there in the sanction letter? First portion contains the party's name, address, loan amount sanctioned, then regarding collateral security and everything. Second part contains pre-disbursement condition. And third portion contains post-disbursement conditions. And fourth one is the general conditions. Here, you have to start with the sanction letter. There I found the name of the party, yes. The unit, for example, the unit is in, branch is at Hosur, the party is in Bangalore, which is some 60 kilometers away. RBI has already given instruction you should not exceed 35 kilometers from the branch radius. This is one circular I have read, but they have given something around 75 kilometers away from the branch. One. And the purpose of the loan you have to see. In this case, the purpose of the loan is towards the working capital. So we know what are all working capital: raw material, work in process, finished product, and sundry debtors. Okay, only for that the funds have to be utilized. And third one is the collateral security, which the party has offered to the bankers. So that is the latest scheme introduced by our central government under MSME. If you offer, this point also you can take and you can use it for your client. If you offer 50% collateral, we will give you 100% loan. If you offer 50, there's a scheme under MSME. There are another scheme under CGD-MSE. Without collateral also, you can go loan up to 5 crores for MSME. But there is another scheme. If you offer 50%, we are ready to give you 100% loan. So the person has offered 9 crores as the collateral security in liquid form. That is, he has made a deposit of 9 crores. What's the eligible amount? 18 crores. The purpose of the loan is working capital. But what the party did, he has transferred this 18 crores to another bank. Say, let us take B bank. There also, he will get how much? 36 crores. And he has from that branch bank, he has transferred to another bank C. What is the eligible amount? 72. Then he has transferred to another bank, 144. The chain cuts when the last bank refuses to sanction the amount. So teaming and leading, they wanted to do play. So he has deposited only 9 crores, 9 becomes 18 for this branch, 18 becomes 36, 36 becomes 72, 72 becomes 144, chain cuts. The sanction letter says the purpose of the loan is for working capital. But actually, the funds have not been utilized for the purpose of working capital. This is the base case I want to go for the red flag account. This is the first model. Second thing, when I inquired about the manager who has sanctioned the loan, the present team said, sir, he has resigned from the branch. After sanction of this loan, he has resigned. Then I asked which zonal office the loan has been processed. They said, okay, let us take it is Chennai. Chennai, the person who has processed the loan, he has also resigned after sanction of this loan. And every loan is due for renewal once in a year. So the loan has been renewed. The person who has renewed the loan, he has also resigned. This information made me to change my entire audit approach. It's a early warning signal why the branch manager has resigned and why the funds have not been utilized for the purpose of the loan. So when I probe, next thing what you have to see, I asked for the account transaction. When I observed the account transaction, I observed everything is diverted. As per RBI norms, if there is any fund diversion, it will end in fraud. I'll go step by step. So this is the case. There is two types of loans available. One is individual banking. Okay, individual bank, they sanction the loan. Another concept is called as multiple banking. Another one is called as consortium banking. In consortium banking, all banks, they sit together and they fix the limit, they share the limit. But in multiple banking, individual bankers, they decide the limit, but every banker, they used to get the advice from others. No objection from others. So this concept of transferring of 18 crores to 13 crores, 36 crores, everything comes under the concept of multiple banking. So this type of transaction I probed, then I found that when I asked for the stock verification, the party said, sir, we have already closed the unit, say at Bangalore. We have taken all the stocks to Noida. If at all you want to come for stock audit verification, please come to Noida. So area of approach is only Bangalore, but the stocks have been transferred, they closed the unit and they have shifted everything to Noida. It's the best case to be discussed for the RFA, that is red flagged account. So what are the early indicators? One is staff resignation and second one is fund diversion and the unit is closed. So what I reported, when I report this to the reporting authority, say zonal office, and they say that after receipt of my notice, I have got objection from the zonal office saying that, sir, we won't agree with your report. You are the auditor. After submission of the report, if anybody comes and calls you, sir, we won't accept your report, no? Then what will be your reply? Our role is to report, that's all. Whether you agree or not, that is a different issue because you have got higher authorities, you can have discussion with them. Say this is a case. Then I went further. This is a fit case to be referred to CBI. And here, with reference to red flag account, I want to one thing I want to say, if you identify one account as a red flag account, that is if there is any early warning signal, which may lead to or may not lead to fraud, and if it has been identified as RFA, red flag account, then a forensic audit has to be conducted within a period of 6 months from the date of identification of RFA. Here, how many of you have qualified FFD? 1, 2. Okay, only these friends, they are going to have mint money like anything. So I request everyone to please qualify for FFD examination conducted by our ICI because the minimum fees is 50,000 and maximum you can earn up to 5 lakhs. It is not only the banks which are going to say the RFA definition, and even the insurance companies also they are going to have RFA, red flagged account classification. Please try to complete FAFD course at the earliest, so that you have got lot of ample opportunities in the bank, not only in banks, in all other sectors also. So I have recommended, sir, it's a red flag account. Then from that is, I have identified this account as red flag, and my date of identification is to be taken as red flag account. Then I have recommended to conduct the forensic audit. I went for which type of audit? I went for stock auditor. But auditor has got the power to recommend. It's only a recommendation. You are not sanctioning. You can give the recommendation. According to me, it's a red flag account. And in that red flag account, there are 3 stages. One is early warning signal, which we have discussed about the manager resignation, about the fund diversion. That is called as raw material. Early warning signal is called as a raw material. Work in process is nothing but red flag account. And the end product is frauds. So this is the 3 stages which I have defined. So raw material, work in process, the end product is finished product. So identify EWS means early warning signal, then go for red flag account, then go for fraud. And I went further and recommend that this is a fit case to be referred to CBI. Why this is a fit case to be referred to CBI? I proved that there is a fund diversion, one. And if there is any fund diversion, if the party, if they are not able to make the payment to the bankers, then he is called as willful defaulter. If he is a willful defaulter, and if he is not able, even the units are not available for verification, then I proved that it's a fraud. There are 3 circulars in Reserve Bank of India which says, first circular is that is fund diversion, second one is RFA and willful defaulter circular, and third one is fraud circular. There are 3 circulars. I have referred all the circulars, then I have given everything in my report. Then at the end, this case has not been forwarded by the section officer to the zonal manager. He himself stopped everything. This fact I came to know only when I claimed my fees. They have not paid my fees for the last 7 months. After submission of fraudulent report, branch officials, they have not paid my fees, but for all others, they have paid the fees. Only first day, I have got the fees after sending some 22 reminders to the zonal head. Okay, this is a real thing. And regarding fraud, I want to say, if there is any fraud, and there is a ceiling of reporting of the fraud. If the fraud amount is 6 crores, less than 6 crores and less than 6 crores, it will be handled by state police. If the amount exceeds 6 crores, it will be handled by CBI. Now imagine your position. You have gone for the audit, you have failed to report. The case has been referred to CBI. In case if somebody has found this mistake, and if they have referred the matter to CBI, and CBI will definitely issue notice to you. Why you have failed to report it? This is a caution, so don't take the audit very lightly. That's why I have started with the opening case study. So this is what I want to start with the RFA. I think any doubt at this stage you can ask. So only one doubt, I think one person said, sir, can we have COP next year? You got doubt? Yes, sir. Okay, sir, Mike.
Whether all the accounts we need to verify, or we can have the sampling and based on that we can...
So it's a very good question, sir, whether we have to verify all the accounts or only one account. The
not
concept
account,
of...
Not one account, but sampling we can do and...
So you have been given authorization to verify all the accounts. You have to verify all the accounts, but based on the prima facie, whether it's fraudulent or not. So I am not saying that every account is a fraudulent account. And if there is any chance of fraud, don't ignore it. You go further depth into the transaction. This is what I want to convey. But the concept of test check lies in the LFAR. You have to test check only the interest. And nowhere it is stated that you have to do the test check. So previously what we do, on test check basis we found this. But LFAR has come out with a specific reason, that is which I am going to say in the second part. You have to do 100% verification. The test check concept applies only to the interest portion. So as an auditor, we have to verify all the loan, whether it's a jewel loan or agricultural loan or term loan or CC loan, everything we have to verify. If it is a term loan, whether the asset has been created or not. So everything we have to verify. So it is not the only thing. Any doubts, sir? Yes, sir.
Let us say we have accepted this stock audit, and we have find that there is something wrong, and it's very difficult to execute audit and all that, because the fees whatever we get, this is very small. So what you suggest, we should deny this audit and tell we are not able to execute and all that, or we should put that efforts, because tremendous efforts is required when you have to report something to higher authorities and all that. So how we should approach in that case, and importantly in CC account, most of the cases this all signals comes, and very bad situation sometimes in the stocks and all that. So what is your suggestion? Thank you.
So you have touched my lifestyle, the question. So Sir said about the fees. The fees is very less, whether I can accept the audit or continue the audit. Correct, sir? Because there are a lot of mistakes. First thing, don't bother about the fees. I'll tell. So I went for audit. The fees is only 300 rupees. In the year 1990, not now, in the year 1990, I accepted the fees, where all my Salem chartered accountants, they refused to accept the fees, but I went and did the audit just for 300 rupees, which is inclusive of boarding, lodging, traveling, and your staff cost, food and everything. I went there, I learned the job, now I am doing the practice. Don't bother about the fees. First, you enter into the bank, you get the records, that is time spent is your capital. You learn the job, then come to our office. Some of your clients come, they come with the same type of problem. You can give the advice, there you can get the money. Even you can get these circulars. Suppose we are going to the bank, you will be provided with the circulars. If you go alone, they will not provide you with the circulars. So my suggestion is, if you accept for the audit, do the audit, don't bother about the fees. Whatever may be the result, whatever may be the thing, you have to put your efforts and you have to give the report. So even the concurrent audit fees, which we are getting, is very, very less, but don't bother. This is all our capital investment. You learn the job. This is what I am learning. Even I am proud to say that when I cleared the examination in the year 1987 till now, I am doing practice only in bank loans. It's a very big area wherein you can practice. Don't bother only about the audit. So you can be an advisor to the client, you can prepare project report, you can prepare CMA, even you can have negotiation with the bankers to get the loan. Everywhere you can earn. But unless until you know the subject, you will not win. So don't accept, if you have accepted for the audit, you do it, don't bother about the fees. This is my suggestion, because you have just touched my lifestyle. Okay, sir, any doubts, sir? Okay, I'm going for the presentation. So for this year, this is a master circular on directions, 15/7/2024. This is a circular, this is very, very important. This circulars, these details have already been published in the manual, in the souvenir. All my presentation is there. Actually, I want to say I never share my PPT to anyone, because to prepare this PPT, I have to spend some 30 days, 35 days. Then only I prepared. Since our chairman said, sir, please send the PPT, I have sent without considering anything. Then later on, when I come to here, then only I realize that everything is being published in the manual or in catalog. Very good. See, concealment of, what's that? Okay, no problem. If this is useful to you, I'll be the happiest person. Sir, this is the first time in my lifetime I have shared a PPT to Bangalore chairman because he made my dream comes true. This is the actual fact. And only one thing is pending. I have to get opportunity at Hyderabad. And there I went and presented paper on IBC, Insolvency Bankruptcy Code 11. I have prepared, I have already submitted the paper, so I also covered that point. But first time I came here as a, for the certification course on internal audit as a faculty here. That's the first time, this is the second time. But I want to present during the bank audit. Anyhow, with the mesmerized voice of our Manjunath, I have shared the presentation. Okay, this is a circular you have to see. And second one is prudential norm circular. That is based on this circular only you have to do the, or you have to carry out the audit for the year 24-25. And here I want to say a very, very good information. There is a RBI circular. You go to Google, type RBI circular index. You type RBI circular index, you will get full list of circulars issued by RBI. Please do this exercise at least once in a week. There are a lot of updation in the RBI circulars. And there is a base circular for prudential norms. First, initially they have issued in the year 2015. Later on, they have modified and reissued or refreshed the circular dated 1/10/2021. There is a prudential norm circular dated 1/10/2021. In that circular only, you have to do the all prudential norm working everything, whatever Suresh has said in the morning. And there is a 2 clarification circular they are given to 1/10/2021. That is one in the month of November 2021 and another one is in the month of February 2022. All these circulars found the base to do to the classification of NPA. And every April, 2nd April, RBI is issuing a fresh prudential norm circular. 2/4/2023 you go, you will get a prudential norm circular. Here it is 2/4/2024 they have issued. Again I am telling for this, that is after 3 days, you go and visit the RBI site, you will get a fresh prudential norm circular dated 2/4/2025. This is RBI's policy. They want to upgrade or update every circulars issued during the year on 2nd April of every year. It is also applicable. This is a circular that is 5/9/2020 only you have to do the LFAR audit. This is a base circular. You go through this base circular, you can do the LFAR audit. And next one is regarding willful defaulters, they have issued a circular on 30/7/2024. Next circular is KYC, that is know your customer, that is on 6/11/24. That's a circular, this updated circular. You please go through this and you can do the audit based on this KYC. What are the master directions? So this is a base circular based on which we have to do the today's subject RFA. This supersedes the circular dated 1/7/2016. This is why means this is a latest case. Based on this circular only, based on this decision only, the RBI has issued the revised RFA. In this case, previously in the year 2016, there was no direction. If any person wants to be declared as a fraudulent person, without giving opportunity, he can be declared as a fraud. But the case has gone to Supreme Court. The Supreme Court said, no sir, before declaring any person, you have to give opportunity to that person to prove that he is not a fraud. So this is a system weakness that is being pointed out by the Supreme Court for the circular dated 2016. It supersedes the earlier direction, so that's why they have issued a new circular dated 15/7/2024. You must be given opportunity. And there's a list of what are all called, this is applicable for commercial banks. This is a list of commercial banks. All banking companies, foreign banking companies, small finance banks, payment bank, RRB, SBI, and now they also included the word All India Financial Institutions, that is Exim Bank, NABARD, National Bank for Financing Infrastructure and Development, NHB, SIDBI, and collectively all these two things are called as banks, that is commercial banks and All India Financial Institutions. And the Master Circular says, this is a very, very important definition. The Master Circular says, RFA is one where suspicion of fraudulent activity. So the case which I said is, there is a suspicion of fraudulent activity which is thrown up by the presence of one or more EWS indicators. In my case, what all are EWS indicators? That is resignation of the staff. So this prompted me to take the difference of view, then altering or triggering deeper investigation. Here the deeper investigation means it's a forensic audit. So deeper investigation from potential fraud angle and initiating preventive measures. So this is the RBI circular on RFA. Then in long form audit report also, which they have issued in the year 2020, there's a clear indication that the auditor has to give a specific report. Here only they say that RFA is a concept introduced by RBI to get banks to act on early warning signal. See, RBI has already issued some 45 EWS lists, that is also there in the pamphlet. Only based on that you have to do the RFA, but the list goes on. Even if it is beyond that, you can also do it. Early warning signal, which includes raids by the regulatory and tax authorities. What's a raid? If there is any GST raid, and if the information has come to the bank, this account should be classified under RFA. So you know how many GST notices we are getting, how many raids have been conducted, all are coming under the category of RFA. If you identify one account as RFA, it is subject to forensic audit. The forensic audit has to be conducted only by the chartered accountants who have qualified under FAFD. That's why I am telling, please try to qualify the FAFD. It's a very good course, and if our chairman plans, you can conduct, sir, so that it will be useful to all Bangalore chartered. And if you say that people, they come not only from Bangalore, from other states also they will come. Because wherever I go, I motivated this point, please become FAFD qualified person. And once an account is red flagged, banks are mandated, it is not optional, banks are mandated to complete the forensic audit within 6 months, whether it's a fraudulent or not, whether it's a fraud or not. And if you qualify FAFD, I'll tell another opportunity, you will be getting the opportunity from the state police, even from the CBI, even from the insurance. Okay, that is the thing, but I am telling the opportunity, that is the opportunity I am telling, please try to complete that course. Because once, here I am proud to say that I am one of the advisors of the Tamil Nadu police, and particularly from the economic offence wing. I have inquired I have given report for 3 cases, but even I am proud to say that I am not a forensic auditor. Based on the experience, they appointed me. But in that panel application, that's a condition. If you qualify FAFD and if you qualify CFE, which is called as Certified Fraud Examiner, you will be entered in as a panel person in EOW. Sir, you are a fraudulent enquiry person. You are a fraudulent enquiry person. Whatever your report, they say that may be kept confidential, but all the persons who found the fraud, their life is at risk. If you find any fraud, don't report the fraud from the branch. You got to come out of the branch and report the same thing from your office, because we are not safe inside the branch when you report the fraud. Okay, next thing is a case study. This is one, and next one is In that first case, the three chartered accountants, they were given certificates saying that funds have been utilized properly. Now the case has been forwarded to CBI. And the false certificate given by the chartered accountant, they are also responsible for this. So don't give, if they want to, if the bankers, they want the utilization certificate, end-use utilization certificate, unless until you verify the certificate or nature of the transaction, don't lend your name, don't put your signature, whatever may be the fees. So this is what I want to say here. For this lending the name, I also want to share another very good case. A party is a limited company. He has got a loan amount of 35 crores from a bank, and the statutory auditor of the company has given a qualified audit report saying that the company is not having any production at all, no electricity bill payment, no labor payment, no purchases, no sales. All the 35 crores have been diverted to some other purpose. This is a qualified report given by the statutory auditor. But as per the norms of the bank, once in 6 months, you have to submit stock and debtor statement to the bank, correct? And they will come and approach you. And when this guy has approached the youngster, that is the statutory auditor, then the auditor said, no, unless until you prove the electricity card. Why I am telling the electricity card? Whenever you are going audit or inspection for any manufacturing unit, the first item that you have to ask is the electricity card or electricity consumption. If there is no electricity consumption, that means the unit is not functioning. So first verification for any manufacturing unit, please ask for the electricity card. From there you can start the verification. Then you can ask for the labor records. So everything is asked. Then the company people said, no, we are not having any such thing. Then the auditor, statutory auditor said, no, I won't sign it. Then this auditor, this MD asked, sir, can I get the signature from some other auditor? Are you going to object? Then the auditor said, no, I won't object. Then that is their fate. Here, how many of you have cleared recently? Within a year? 2 years? 3 years? Oh, the presentation is only for you, for the youngsters who have recently come for the qualification of from our profession. Then he said, okay, this guy has approached a young chartered accountant who is just 3 months old. Then he said, sir, my auditor is out of station. He is not we are not able to get the certificate. We will give you a management declaration. Based on that management declaration, please sign the certificate, because there is a provision based on the management certificate also you can give the certification. When they visited the unit, then he will found that there is no unit activity at all. But this guy has motivated the young chartered accountant who are recently qualified. Say he's only 3 months old. He said, sir, we are ready to pay you 5 lakhs. Because if you are not able to put surrender the certificate, we will be losing 35 lakhs as a penal interest we have to pay. We are ready to pay you 5 lakhs. Please issue the certificate based on the management declaration. Then based on that, even without any verification of any records, this young chartered accountant has issued the certificate. And this young chartered accountant has observed one thing. Within 3 months, for a single signature, I have earned 5 lakhs. Sir has got 20 years of experience. How much 5 lakhs would have earned? So, the next term, he has approached another young chartered accountant. For the entire 3 years, he has obtained the signature from 6 young chartered accountants. Then after that, there was a change in the branch management. The branch manager went to the spot and they found the unit was not functioning. Then they have referred the matter to CBI and they have classified the unit as fraud. Then as usual, when the case has been referred to CBI, the CBI has made a lot of inquiries and they have summoned the 6 young chartered accountants. And this case happened some 4.5 years back. Still the case is going on. Every Friday, this is what I heard from them. They are coming from Salem to Bangalore because the inquiry office is at Bangalore. They jointly engage a taxi. So every Friday they have to come. It is very difficult for them to spend the money. And they come, then from morning to evening, they will sit, they ask some one question, then you go, you come next week, Friday. And out of the 3 chartered accountants were all very young. Then they said that, sorry sir, I will not perform marriage because we don't know the fate of the case. So their life is also doomed. So here the suggestion is, don't put any signature or don't lend your name because it's a fraudulent transaction, because the subject also includes some frauds. So it's a fraudulent transactions. For that you are certified your name, don't put your life is in danger, because we have to live peacefully. So this is the thing. So whenever you are going for any manufacturing unit, first thing what you have to ask, electricity card. That is a starting point, and everything depends on the sanction letter. Then you have to see all the account transaction, then only you have to certify whether it's a stock and data statement or if it is a statutory audit report. MSK, this is also another very interesting case. This is also I found out in stock audit. So don't mistake me, every presentation is based on my case study only. So that's why I said I have found out. I don't want to boost my name. There I have gone for audit. When I gone through the stock and data statement, what are the things that you have to see from the stock and data statement? First thing, I'll tell, this is also another point of LFIR, but anyhow I'll touch, because since I said about stock and data, if it is a stock statement, everything depends on the sanction letter, and you have to see the margin. What is the margin? Margin is the amount of owner's contribution. That is called as margin. Remaining amount is called as banker's money. So margin you are seeing. Then next thing, when they have to submit the stock statement, whether you have to submit the stock statement monthly or quarterly or half yearly or yearly, that will also be clearly mentioned in the sanction letter. Then after that, date of submission, they say that within seventh day of the following month or 10th day of the following month, you have to submit the stock statement. That will also be clearly mentioned in the stock statement. Then next one is the party has to submit the stock statement to the party, to the bankers. That means the stock statement is a statement signed by the borrower. It is normally when you go and see the stock statement, it will be signed by the staff of the customer. And if the stock statement is signed by the staff of the customer, then you have to treat that as invalid stock statement, because the transactions have not been approved by the borrower. And the next point is you have to call for the stock statement, then stock register. Stock register is the register prepared by the banker based on the stock statement submitted by the borrower to the bank. So this is the thing. Then you have to see the items must tally in the stock statement. The loan is sanctioned for the purpose of furniture. But when you go and see the items that have been included in the list of the stock, you may find some provision items, or you may find some scrap items also. So the items must be tallied in the stock statement. Then the manager has to go for inspection after the receipt of the stock statement. Then the LC stock should not be included. And based on that only you have to arrive at the drawing power. This is a stock statement. Then when you are going for the data statement, you have to take the total data. Then you have in that stock statement, you have to take total stock less obsolete stock, less creditor stock, less LC stock, less non-moving stock. Remaining stock is called as good stock. In that you have to deduct the margin, then arrive at the drawing power. Now go to the debtors. So for this MSK case I am telling, for the go to the debtors, you have to take the total debtors less bad debts, less the debts above 90 days or 120 days as per the sanction letter, that you have to remove. Then the remaining is called as good debts. In that you have to deduct the margin, then arrive at the drawing power. And sister concern debt should also be excluded from the total debtors. This is a step of, yes sir.
Stock statement, stocks value will be 50 lakhs. Sundry creditors will be 80 lakhs. So net stock is 0. Then debtors will be 1 crore. Should we affect the minus in debtors or should we allow full debtors? Minus 25%.
Sir, you have, you have gone for my third slide. I am into second slide. So just want to complete that. Your question is absolutely correct. The answer is, okay, I will come to the question. So here you have to take the DP as per the stock. DP as per the debtors, that is the total DP available to the borrowers. DP as per stock.
Zero, it will be zero.
It will not be zero, I'll tell. DP as per stock, this is a stock. DP as per debtor is this. You can add, you can arrive at the total drawing power. As per the stock statement, the DP of stock may be in minus. DP as per debtor is plus. Can we net it? Correct, sir? That is your question. This is my third slide, because I remember my slide of presentation. So this is my third slide. I'll tell you can net the figure. You can net the figure because the stock is in minus. That will be added in the debtors. Stock is removed. That's been produced and sold. It will be forming part of the debtors. You can net the figure. This is also one more question in the concurrent audit certification course. Can we net the drawing power? Yes, you can net it. Even practically also you can do it. Here, in this case, what he has done, when I gone through the stock, they simply put total stock without bifurcation. This all also audit points. When you verify the stock, and that too particularly you are going for stock audit, please verify whether the stock statement contains the breakup of raw material, work in process and finished product. If they say that total stock, then you can say that it is also another EWS indicator, because you have to get the breakup. And regarding debtors, they say that total debtors, that is also another indicator. You should not accept that debtor statement. If that is a debtor statement, the rule says total debts less bad debts and less debts above 90 days or 120 days, less sister concern debts. That means sister concern debts should not be included in this. So in this case of MSK, what he did, he has availed a loan of 4 crores. I have gone for stock and debtors audit. There I observed that he has simply mentioned total debtors. So when I went for inspection, I asked the accountant, sir, can you give the breakup of the debtors as on date? Then without getting any permission from the owner, he has given the list. In that, out of 4 crores loan, out of 4 crores debtors, 3.75 crores belong to the sister concern. When we eliminate 3.75, the DP is only for 25 lakhs. For 25 lakhs less creditor, the creditor comes to 50 lakhs. So DP as per debtor is in minus. So this party is not eligible. So in order to avoid the transaction, purposely the borrower has not given the list. So this has happened in MS case. Say the first indication is if they submit the stock statement fully, total stock, this is also another EWS, and total debtors, that is also another EWS. So I have recommended the income leakage of some 4.8 lakhs and I treated that account as NPA, because as per my working for the last 1 year, there was no DP in the account. Then I have converted that into NPA account. Then when I went for stock inspection, I found no stocks are available. He has shown only the barrel. So every oil is inside the barrel. When you tap the barrel, the sound is different. Empty barrel, if you tap, the sound is different. With the stock, if you tap, the sound is different. So I found that there was no stock at all. He has tried to cheat the bankers. This is also another EWS case in the case. So here the concept is you have to eliminate the sister concern debts. Any doubts, sir? Up to this, sir has asked, can we net the stock and debtor minus? Yes, you can net it. Any doubts, sir, up to this? Morning, our Suresh said, and sir also said, master record change. Yes. The thing is, again, I want to tell, every verification in the account starts from the sanction letter. Whatever stated in the sanction letter, that must be recorded in the master records. So I went for a statutory audit. According to my working, I found some 17 accounts have already become NPA. When I've seen the system says it is not NPA. Then I almost spent some 7 to 8 hours to identify whether I am correct or the system is correct. When I verified those transactions, I found the due date of the loan has been changed from this financial year to the next year. Due date of the loan, I think Sir would have covered. Okay, because I'm just touching the point. So this is a very, very important point whenever you are going for statutory audit, concurrent audit, whether the branch has changed the master records. They change the due date from this financial year to the next financial year. What the system says, for this financial year, it is standard. Because the due date has been shifted to the next financial year. Okay, this is the thing. Then I observed. Then I asked the manager, sir, who has changed the master records? I went further. Sir technique is different, but I went further, who has changed it? Manager says, sir, I don't know what has happened. Then I called the regional head, sir, whether you are from a regional office, have anybody changed this record? Then they said, no. Then I called the zonal office, there also they said no. Then I called, because I've got some close link with the friends, so I called GM. There also he said, sir, we have not changed. Then who has changed the records? Changing a master record, it amounts to what? Tampering of records. Tampering of records of a bank, it amounts to fraud. So I have covered the entire branch of that bank under fraud. So this is one of the indication that in order to get our signature, they change the due date from this financial year to another financial year. If that you have noticed in your audit, this is also one of the EWS. Yes, sir.
I wanted to share this because that's what I had said. We had come across that on a wholesale basis, and I said no about how they do it on the product side. The account opening date itself was changed. All the loans, for all the loans, for each of the products, account opening date itself was changed. So while doing audit, and there is no point in asking them who did the change. It happens at the back end. It is done at the instruction of the senior management. So for all the loans that you are going to verify, as I mentioned earlier, take a screenshot, or if the system permits you to take a printout, take the printout of the master sheet or take the screenshot of the master sheet and keep it in your files. Please do that.
So another very interesting EW case which you cannot find anywhere. Yes, sir.
In one of our bank branch audit, so we identified that the branch stock auditor has given a report where the stock value is very less, but the branch has not taken any action on that. So as a statutory auditor, when we went there, what do you recommend that, what action that we need to take?
Stock auditor has given in minus, but branch has not taken any steps.
Any actions.
But as an auditor, you have to observe and you have to give the report, and don't bother about the follow-up of the audit. This is what your role is to report, you have reported, that's all. When you observe the same thing from the stock auditor, you have to report
We have to rely.
You can rely on it, but whenever you are giving the comment, you have to include that comment in your main report. And another case, okay, sir. Another case study I'll tell. So I went for a Nations Bank, and the branch is situated at Pudukkottai, and which is some 265 kilometers away from Salem. So here the audit procedure. So when we traveled in a car from Salem to Pudukkottai, we left Salem by 5 o'clock in the morning, and we planned to reach the branch by before 10 o'clock. During the transit only, I educated my staff. And one of my client is retired AGM of Tamil Nadu Mercantile Bank, who happened to be my classmate. And I told him, this is the procedure, you have to do the cash verification, you have to do the jewel loan verification and everything. I have educated him. So we entered. Before 9:45, we touched the branch and we entered. And when we handed over the letter, whenever you are entering into the branch to do the audit, first you have to carry the letter of appointment issued by the head branch, by the bank. Then you have to prepare a covering letter or letterhead stating that I am going to commence the audit from today and I am going to be assisted by the following persons. And that specimen signature is attested by me. With that only you have to commence the audit. So I have handed the report to the manager. Then I asked the manager, sir, kindly can you provide me a separate room or separate space so that we will not be disturbed during the audit. So normally what the bankers they do, sir, we need a separate space, or if you are going for a rural branch, particularly where you can find your seat, manager cabin, then they will be given, they will allot you the dining table of the branch for your audit. And when you go and sit in the dining table, you can smell lot of things, because you can smell rasam smell, you can have sambar smell, and suppose if it is karvadu, so you can have that fish smell also. So all this, so if that is the case, please, you have to ask the manager, no sir, we don't want to sit in the dining table, we want to do it within the branch. So in that case, the manager of that Pudukkottai branch, he has given me a very big room. Almost, this is only half, the stage is only half. So up to this is a very big room he has allotted. We went and because after traveling 265 kilometers, we are very tired, so we just normally have some small chat. Then suddenly one guy came and asked, sir, do you need coffee or tea? It's almost 6.5 feet height. He's wearing dhoti, he's wearing white shirt. He came and he come and asked, sir, do you want coffee or tea? Which one you prefer? You are very tired, you have traveled 265 kilometers. Which one you prefer? Whether you want coffee or tea? So we have to, please involve. Which one you prefer? Coffee, tea, anything other than that? Juice, water juice, lemon juice, everything, even tender coconut, everything you will ask. Then I asked him the first question, it is the EWS. I asked him the first question, who are you? So I never asked, because you got money, you are not known to anyone in Pudukkottai. And I asked him, who are you? He said, I am the jewel appraiser of the branch. Had he stopped, then I would be happy. Then he said another thing, I am taking care of everyone who is coming to the branch. That's the starting point. He asked what? Coffee or tea. So I'll tell the end result. Then I am taking care of everyone who is coming to the branch. Then I wondered, who is here to take care of everyone? What happened to him? What is the income for him? Why he is giving interest? Why he is showing interest to the auditors? I changed my entire audit program only to verify the jewels. Then here, this is audit procedures, how to verify the jewels. This is also part of LFIR. Now, since I have touched this case, this is also another audit procedure. So I asked my Mohan, that is who is a retired AGM, to verify the jewel loan application alive with the jewel loan stock register. You compare it. Jewel loan application alive, for all the jewel loan application, alive application, there should be enough stock of jewel loan. So they verify, he started to verify. And another audit program is, you have one guy, I told him, you verify the jewel loan closed application. Whether the same person who has pledged the jewels, whether the same person has received the jewels. So this is the second program. Third program is almost 90% auditors, they are not doing this verification. I asked them to verify the jewel loan auction register. 90% auditors, they are not verifying. This is what I say, based on my experience, I'll tell. At least from here, from this year onwards, please verify the jewel loan auction register. What are the things that you have to see in the auction? Due date of the jewel, non-payment of the jewel, because the bankers initially they have to give opportunity to the borrower. What is the notice that they have sent? Then the date of NPA, and before going for the auction, the branch has to get the approval from the regional office. Then based on that, they have to make the publication, and they have to give some 30 days notice. Then from that 30 days notice, if the borrower has come and remitted the money, that should not be placed in the auction. Then when they conduct the auction, then who are all the bidders, and the auction items should be sold on, as a whole they have to do the auction and not on piecemeal basis. You take bangle, you take necklace, that should not be the auction. Whenever they are doing the auction procedures, they have to sell the entire lot in a whole. All this you have to see. Next item, this is the thing. Then I want to see the appraiser appointment letter. See, because he said I am the appraiser. Then what? See, there is a condition there. An appraiser appointment is valid for a period of 3 years from the date of appointment. This is also another important point I want to say. So I have gone through the appraiser thing. Then next thing, when I observe the transaction, the appraiser is an outsourcing person. He has employed 2 staff under him. An outsourcing person is not authorized to appoint another 2 persons. That is also mistake. And in that appraiser, after appraising thing, then I changed my another program. What I did, what is the scale license? That is weighment scale is there, na? What is the license of the scale? License of the scale is valid for a period of only 1 year. So every year they have to renew the license of the scale. This also, what I am telling is all audit points. So I am not covering only the frauds, or I am not covering only the RFA, it's all audit points. Yes, now everything we started to verify, but I have gone for some other verification. When our Mohan and his team, is another guy, when they started to verify the application alive with the jewel packets, I have given one slogan for jewel loan packets verification. It is the slogan of verification. Normally, whenever you are entering into the verification of jewel packets, if it is transparent packet, it is okay. If it is not transparent, most of the rural branches, we found the jewels have been put inside the cloth bag. We are not able to see the jewels, what they have kept inside. Normally, how we are doing, and particularly during statutory audit, you have to verify only the packets. Don't bother about the purity of the jewels. It is not our duty. So when normally what we are doing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, we are doing very fast by touching the top of the packet. Don't do it. The slogan of verification of jewel packets, I will tell, you have to touch the packet. Don't bother. It took only 10 seconds. Touch the packet, sense whether something is inside or not. Feel whether it is a jewelry or not. Count. Touch, sense, feel, and count is the verification of jewels. So this, when we travel in the car, I told this Mohan, you have to touch the packet, sense the packet, feel the packet, and count the packet. So now application is alive. Now he has touched, sensed, yes, jewelry is there. Then when he sensed, the application says 2 bangles. Here it is only 1 bangle is available. So by exercising, by doing this exercise, we have found out jewelry, ornaments lost worth of 84 lakhs. 84 lakhs worth of jewelry was not inside the packets. Okay, this is the thing we observed. Then we have seen. Then the same thing we have reported under fraud to Reserve Bank of India as well as to the head office. Then a team, after completion of our audit, I have reported everything from my office, because I have already said, if you report any fraud, We are not safe inside the branch when we report the fraud. Please come out of the branch. I am telling the very, very practical thing. Even for this 9 crores to 18 crores, 18 to 36 crores case also, I got 2 times threat. One is from Calcutta, one phone call has come from Calcutta, another phone call has come from some other area. So we are not safe. As per SAR's statement, if you find the fraud, then we are not safe. Here I come out and reported, yes, 84 lakhs worth of jewelry was missing. Then the case has been referred by, the RBI team and the bank head office team, they came to the branch and they started to verify the jewels fully. When we reported, we said on test check basis, we have found these packets. On test check basis only, we have given the observation. They have verified all those packets which have made a complaint, and I requested the manager not to close these packets before getting the zonal office permission. Because we have reported under fraud. Had the person come and close the loan, then our report will become a failure one. So they hold that packets. Then the RBI team came and they observed the fraud is to the tune of 1.90 crores worth of jewels were missing. Then they made inquiry. I found out then what's the mistake they have done, how the fraud has taken place. Normally, immediately on sanction of the loan, the jewelry should be kept under the custody of the officer. But for want of time, they said the appraiser has to read in the jewels. Only in the evening, they are handing over the jewelry to the officer. When they check the purity, when they check the packet, the appraiser said, madam, there are 2 bangles. This is the weight. Then madam said, okay, weight tallied, items tallied, okay, you pack it. The assignment he has given to the appraiser. See, that is the officer is sitting here, there is a weighment scale, the appraiser is sitting here. When he tried to pack, he pulled the bangle, one out of 2 bangles, he pulled the bangle to his table drawer. That's a cloth he has put, because there will not be any sound at all. So he pulled the bangle, and thereby these type of frauds have taken place. Then around 2:30, then the appraiser, sir, I will go for home, I will have lunch and come around 4 o'clock. Then the RBI team and officer team, they said, okay, you go and have and come back. Around 4 o'clock, the appraiser has not turned. Even around 5 o'clock also, the appraiser has not turned to the branch. Then the branch manager sent the substaff to the appraiser's house. There, the substaff has found that that appraiser has committed suicide. It has come in media, it has come in all medias. And on hearing this, there was a lot of rush to the branch to close all the jewels. The total jewel loan alone, it will be around 220 crores. Within a day, the balance of 220 crores becomes 40 crores. 180 crores worth of jewels have been closed, and they have already pledged with some other bank. And here, I want to ask you one question. Who is responsible for the appraiser's suicide? Sir? Me. Our auditor role ends whenever we submitted the report. Don't have any follow-up action. This is the advice I want to give you. Don't have any follow-up action. Even the same thing has happened when we had, normally in Salem, after the audit is over, we all chartered accountants sit together. We used to share our experience, what has happened. When I narrated this, one chartered accountant stood and said, Ravindran, you are responsible for the appraiser's suicide. Had you not reported under fraud, this person would have been alive. Whether the statement is correct? No, our role is to report. Okay, what is his starting point? What is EWS? Which one you want? Coffee or tea? That is a starting point. That leads to the fraud, and end result is appraiser suicide. So, in audit, whenever you get any information, don't take it as it is. You have to read in between the lines, whatever they observe, whatever. Sir, jewel scandal can take place not only in Tamil Nadu, sir. So you said you are blaming entire Tamil Nadu. I'm sorry. we are in Southern Indian Regional Council, headed by our past SARC chairman. Okay. Say, I think he has not come and asked you, do you want coffee or tea? Okay, coming to the subject, I think these are the EWS. It's a part of RFA, red flag. Yes, sir. Okay, during the statutory audit, please don't open the packets. Our role is to count, because you will be left with only 2 days or 3 days. It is very difficult, and if you find any thing wrong, you can ask the other branch appraiser to come to the branch and sort his report. But even in the jewels, I want to say once in 3 months, all the jewels have to be reappraised by another officer from the other branch. And for that, there is a specific report available. Please ask for that report. That he will certify. But we have to rely on those things. But don't do the individual purity verification during the audit. In my case, we have opened the packet. We have doubted, because in the application alive it is 2 bank. In the application it is 2, whereas physically we found only 1. No. It is the responsibility of the bankers. The customer has received the money, he has gone. Okay, this is with the yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. You took the cloth. No, you took the weight of the cloth. And you weigh the jewels as a whole. Deduct the weight of the cloth, you can arrive at the figure. You take the picture. Okay. That means you have to go to the branch with the mobile, which is having a camera. So button phones are there. Okay. If you want, you can take it, but you should not take any bank records outside the branch. If you are taking picture, that means you are carrying branch records outside. If at all you want to take it, you please get the permission from the branch manager. So this is a very interesting case. The starting point is coffee or tea. Suppose in case we are going to the audit for this year, if anybody comes and asks you, sir, which one you prefer, coffee or tea, then don't make that person to commit suicide. Yes, sir. Audit?
Audit trail.
Audit trail. Why you want to do audit trail?
It is a requirement.
So you know the basic things. Individual items you are verifying it.
Yes.
Yes.
No. Yes, sir. The banks are coming under the Companies Act also.
The requirement is whether the organization, the auditee entity has established audit trail. Okay, is what is required under company law. That is what you are referring to.
Yes, sir. Yes.
All banks have established audit trails because RBI also has mandated.
No, it will be established, but we have to audit for the branch.
No, you have to audit to the extent that for your audit program, whatever you have decided to audit, only that you have to look for whether there is an audit. For example, if you are verifying, say, savings account, and if you are looking at the operation, this is normally to be done by concurrent auditors.
I will explain my point.
Pardon?
For example, he was telling that the date of opening of the account itself has been changed in the master. So
The
that
audit-
will be visible in the audit trail.
No, it won't be, because if you make changes at the
Master changes will be, sir.
at the back end, see, what changes are made at the back end at data center, there will be no, if at all audit trail is there, it will be there. But why will he give you? See, when they don't accept that they have made changes in the
We
opening.
can at least say that we have not got the audit trail data.
You can safely mention that. You can safely mention, we do not have adequate audit trail, no problem. You do that.
No, sir, without checking, we cannot say that.
Sir, everybody has got SWOT.
Don't be in two minds, okay? When you are doing an audit, don't be in two minds.
Not at
Where you have got a doubt, take a negative stand. Take a positive stand only if you are very sure that nothing is wrong.
No, my point is if they give the audit trail, how do we go about and do
They
the audit?
won't give you audit trail, so don't put the cart before the horse.
Sir, it's a statutory requirement, sir.
For this, I will give the reply, sir. There is a government program. Please grow a tree at your house. Okay? Yes, I am ready to grow a tree. Please give me the house. The same thing. Yes, I am ready to do the audit trail. Please give me the audit. So don't worry at all. It is not required, and as per our seniors' vision, it's okay. Next thing is a very, very important thing. RFA you can find from the valuation report. Normally, whenever we are going for any valuation verification, there is one column. Whether the land is a commercial land or residential land or agricultural land. This valuer, he will colluded with the borrower. He says that this agricultural land, he has valued in square feet. So please verify the valuation report wherein you can find lot of RFA. He has verified the agricultural land in square feet. Okay, it is also permitted, provided you have to convert the that is agricultural land into non-agricultural land. There is a specific certificate that you have to get from the revenue authorities of a particular division. In Tamil Nadu, they are called as Tahsildar. I don't know here who is it. Same Tahsildar, who is heading the revenue department and not other department. If he is a Tahsildar for scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, he is not supposed to sign the certificate. And auditor has to verify whether those revenue records have been changed or not. So there is a provision to convert the agricultural land into non-agricultural land. Further, the certificate has to be verified, has to be issued only by the revenue authorities headed by the Tahsildar. And when you happen and go and see the records, you can find that the change order has been issued by the village administrative officer or basic persons, VAO. What's the designation here, sir? Village administrative officer. VAO has got no right to issue any such certificate. In this case, what he has done, he has valued the agricultural land into square feet without anything. So, if it is valued, the agricultural land per acre is only 4 lakhs. When he has valued the land in square feet, it comes to 40 lakhs. What's the eligibility? 75% of 40 lakhs, you are entitled for 35 lakhs. What is the loan amount? 35 lakhs. What is the value of the property originally? It is only 4 lakhs. After receipt of this 35 lakhs, this person vanished away. So it's a loss. So this is also another RFA. Please verify the valuer report. Because this played a very, very vital role, and particularly if you are a concurrent auditor, I want to tell one thing. As per the Supreme Court decision, the loan has to be sanctioned only to those properties which have got the approval from the appropriate authorities. When you happen to go and see the valuation report, there is a column in valuation report, 95% valuers, if they feel the land is not, has not got the approval, they simply left blank. They put the dash. If they put the dash, what is that? The property is not approved. When the property is not approved, what is the valuation to be taken? 0. If the property is not approved, then the valuation you have to take is 0. The loan amount is 45 lakhs. Then the concept of erosion in property value of IRACNOM comes into the picture. When they sanction the loan, if the property value is 100, if the property value falls between 50 to 10%, you have to give a D3 provision, and if the value is less than 10%, you have to make it as a loss asset. I classified in one of the audits, I classified this account of some 1.25 crores as loss asset, because as per the Supreme Court decision, the land has got no value at all. So this is also another RFA. Here the valuer, that particular valuer has colluded with the borrower to help the borrowers to get the loan from bank. This is also another RFA, red flagged account. Please be careful whenever you are verifying the valuation report. And you can find a valuation report is valid for how many years? 3 years. This is also another point. A valuation report is valid for a period of 3 years. Once in 3 years, this valuation report has to be revalued by another engineer and not by the same engineer. It has to be revalued by another engineer and not by the same valuer. And he has to issue the certificate. On the back side of the valuation report, you can find a photo. In that photo, if the agricultural fields are there, then those lands are coming under the category of agricultural land. So please confirm whether the land belongs to, whether the land is an agricultural land or not. This also you have to verify. This is with reference to valuation. And here I want to say another information. And as per the latest trend, all the bankers now they insist the valuers to include the appointment letter of the valuation. This is because a valuer appointment is valid for a period of 3 years. Valuation, it also the appointment period varies from bank to bank, and is valid for a period of 3 years, and area of operation is also included. If he has been asked to do the valuation of Rajajinagar only, he has to give the valuation only for Rajajinagar, Bangalore. He should not go and have the valuation in electronic cities or something. The area of operation is clearly mentioned in the appointment letter. This point you have to see. He should not come and do the valuation in Tamil Nadu. So this is very, very important. Now, whenever you are seeing any valuation report, particularly if you are going as a concurrent auditor, you have to mention this point. The valuation appointment letter should be attached with the valuation report. Sir, regarding valuation, to get the loan, if the property is treated as collateral, at that time valuation is required. When a housing loan is given or commercial building construction loan is given, for stage release, first initially that valuer has to give the total valuation, that is estimated valuation he has to give, and stage release, first up to basement, this is the value, then he has gone up to lintel, this is the value. For that, again the valuation report is required. The final valuation, after construction of the building, he has to give a final or completion certificate, building completion certificate. When they give the final completion certificate, then the entire loan has to be released. Yes, once a building is completed, from there it is 3 years. Final, that is valuation at the final stage. After that, 3 years, you have to get the revaluation. And only for? What's it? NPA ka? So how many types of securities are there? Since you said about primary security, I will talk about the primary security. Only for the housing loan, primary security is to be taken because that is a property that's being constructed out of the banks. Even we can say that the primary security is the security created out of the bank's lending funds. And collateral security is the security given by the borrower in addition to the primary security. So here the house construction is primary. That is land has got the value. The upper cost, that also includes the owner's margin. So after completion of everything, it is a primary security. Even if it is a primary security or collateral security, those properties have to be valued by the valuer once in 3 years. Sir, we don't bother about the standard asset. We don't bother about the substandard asset. It's a property valuation is valid for a period of 3 years. Once in 3 years, you have to do it, whether it's a primary security or collateral security. Madam? After completion, bank funds have gone to the property. Valuation has to be done whether it's a primary security or collateral security once in 3 years. Sir?
The valuation can be done every year, the same valuer, sir, every 3 years. So when I get a loan sanction, the valuer has been appointed and given the valuation.
Sir, valuation has to be done first by one engineer.
Yes, sir.
That valuation report is valid for a period of 3 years. Then this valuation report has to be revalued by another engineer and not by the same engineer.
Sir,
That is clearly stated in the, when your bank's manual, if you go through, you will get it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, housing loan is the loan given by the banker to construct the house. After completion of the house only, the final product comes into the picture. If the final, after the final product, the property has to be valued. From the valuation date, you have to, that valuation is valid for a period of 3 years. During construction, only stage release is allowed. Sir, if you ask for the circular, they will not give. Property valuation is valuation, that's all. Whether it's a housing loan, you can say that, sir, I have got this house for letting out for some government purpose. No. If it is a loan sanctioned by the banker, because it's a mortgage created by the banker by way of MODT, that is Memorandum of Deposit of Title Deeds, the property belongs to the banker. Then if the property belongs to the banker, it has to be revalued once in 3 years. Oh. Okay, sir, we'll break for coffee and come early. We'll, sir, time, sir? 1 hour? 1 hour for coffee? We'll come within 15 minutes, sir, because there are a lot of case studies and, at the end, I've already promised how to get bank loan, then bank audit. Sorry. So, shall we start the session, sir? Okay. This up to 5, I'll take RFA and fraud angle. And after that, I'll go for LFAR. And as promised, at the end, I'll go for the how to get the bank audit. And next one is for the professional opportunities available to the chartered accountant in banks. Okay, the next stage is legal opinion. My question here is, can we rely on the legal opinion or refer the legal opinion? This is a question. Can we rely on the valuation report or can we refer or rely? You are a chartered accountant. Can we refer or rely? Rely. Why? Okay. It's an expert opinion, legal opinion. Yeah, I do accept your views. They are all advocates are legally capable of giving the opinion. And here, I want to tell a piece of advice. And don't take as otherwise, I'm telling you as advice. It's my experience. According to my experience, I'm not blaming any advocates. Actually, I'm referring some few advocates who are doing this type of mistakes. I'm not blaming any advocate. Only few who have diverted from the normal thing. In my experience, I have read more than 9 lakh legal opinion. I have read more than 9 lakh legal opinion. And I request all the chartered accountants to be a master of preparing the legal opinion. You have to read in between the lines. How, from where you will get this experience? Please go to your advocate's office, your friend's advocate's office. Ask him to give the copy of the legal opinion which has already given to his clients. You please go through it. And if you have got any doubt, you can ask. Sir, in the tea time he asked, what are the documents to be submitted to that advocate when they when they want to avail the loan? What are the documents to be submitted? The original document, that is the original deed based on which the ownership comes, that is first. Then the parent document. Then go for the revenue records such as Patta, Chitta, Adangal, Kandayam. Then if it is a house property, go and get the house tax receipt. For that, there is a copy of the corporation that is called as demand extract register copy. And you have to see whether that property is approved, it has got approved property or not. For that, you have to obtain the town survey plan or FMB sketch. And you have to see whether the property has got encumbrance or not. You have to take 30 years, not 13. You have to take 30 years of encumbrance certificate till you avail the loan. And if the property has passed on to the owner or borrower by way of a death of the family members, you have to ask for the death certificate and you have to ask for the legal hardship certificate. When any borrower has come and executed based on the legal hardship certificate, you have to see whether all the legal hardship persons have executed the document at all. So this is the basic thing that you have to see. So everything you can find this from the tracing of the title deed in the legal opinion. So first thing, you have to go through the tracing of the title in the legal opinion, and you should have the knowledge to prepare the tracing of title on your own. This you will get only by experience. I am not blaming any advocate, I am not blaming any chartered accountant. Please go through the legal opinion of your friends, and if you are going for audit also, you please go through the legal opinion from the top to bottom. Sometimes the advocate would have given the encumbrance certificate for this period has to be obtained. But in the last para, they say that yes, equitable mortgage can be created. So these are the things they mention in the legal opinion. So here I want to share another case study for you. So this has happened in my stock and credit audit of a private sector bank. I went in the year 2021 as a stock and debtor auditor. My habit is I always refer the legal opinion. This is my view. I am not forcing you to follow my view. My views, I always refer the legal opinion because I have got the knowledge to prepare my tracing of title. I request everyone to get this knowledge. Please try to acquire knowledge of tracing the title. So I went for the year 2021. I think it is 2021. When I trace the title, it goes to the year 1983. The loan amount is 14.40 crores. It's a case study. 14.40 crores is the loan amount. Next side, the value, when sanction letter says the company has got 14.40 crores, valuation report 14.40 crores, advocate said 14.40 crores, factory license say 14.4, everybody said the company has got 14.40, sorry, say I've changed the point. The loan amount is 14.40, the company has got 6.19 acres of land. Sorry, I changed everything. The company has got 6.19 acres, legal opinion, valuation, factory license, all government records, they say that the company has got 6.19 acres of land. When I trace the title, it goes to the year 1983. When I've gone through the title deed, because in between that there was no title deed. So it goes to the year 1983. When I noticed, when it's a transfer from a firm to a company, when I noticed only the company has got 3.19 acres of land, but the sanction letter says it is 6.19 acres of land. So I noticed that only 3.19 acres of land has been transferred from the firm to company. So the sanction letter says 6.19. The original document is only 3.19. So that means for 3 acres of land there was no document at all. But when I gone through the firm's parent deed, I noticed that it is 6.19. So the starting point is the firm firm has got 6.19. When they transfer the property to company, it is only 3.19, but it goes on. But when the advocate said, or valuer said, or factory license said, everybody said it is 6.19. So for this, I spent some almost 1.5 days I spent, because I want to give a report. I noticed that the company has got only 3.19 acres instead of 6.19. This experience, this identification of tracing of title, which I found out the mistake is based on my experience. So I request everyone to develop such experience, in not only in bank audit, even when you want to buy the house also, even you do not go to advocate, you can do the verification on your own. Then when I discussed with the branch manager, he also got wild, because I am in Tamil Nadu. The manager is from Karnataka. He didn't know Tamil. So he requested the officer to go through it, because who knew the Tamil. So he said, the officer also said, yes, the unit has got only 3.19. Then this manager has called the advocate, has called the valuer, because based on their opinion only the transaction has taken place. Here I want to say one thing, this presentation is applicable only for this case and not for anyone. I am not blaming any advocate, I am not blaming any valuers, because it's a case study. The advocate and valuer, they came to the branch, and immediately that advocate asked, because there is a discrepancy between the extent of the land, the advocate has asked, sir, whether Ravindran has come for the audit for your branch or not. Because I have pointed to the mistake in revenue records, I have pointed to the records, mistakes in the land records and everything. Then after going through it, then the advocate and valuer, they said, sorry sir, we have done a mistake. We have done a mistake. The report is given by a valuer, report is given by the panel advocate, panel valuer, and the bank, based on the valuer's report, based on the advocate's report, they have sanctioned 14.40 crores. Next exercise, because they realized that the auditor is correct, the panel person, so-called the experts. Again I am telling, this comment is applicable only for this case. I have not mentioned any case. I am not, once again, because it's all being recorded, I want to say I am not blaming any advocate, I am not blaming any, all are good, all are giving very good opinion, but for specific purpose I am telling, please try to cultivate your, your style of doing the audit. Sir, give me 2 minutes time, then you ask. Then I asked the manager asked me, sir, what to do? Sir, please do the survey of the land. When they do the survey of the land, there is a 6.19 acres. This 3.19 acres comes in the middle of 6.19. That means there is no passage to the document. That is not a passage to the document. When there is no passage, that property is called as landlocked property. Landlocked property. When it is a landlocked property, the value of the loan, value of the property has to be taken as 0. You cannot go on helicopter and go to the land, because there is no passage. So this I have found out in the tracing of the title. Later on, the case has been, the account has become NPA. Then when the account has become NPA, then the bankers, they have to issue 13-2 notice under SARFAESI Act. When they issue a 13-2 notice, the advocate was scrutinizing the document. He said there is no passage to the document. The bankers, they are not able to sell the property. So it is not a fraudulent activity. It is because as per the forensic, it is a early warning signal. You have to verify the title and you have to report it. So this is a major case. So I request all the members be thorough with the tracing of the title exercise. Please develop your own skill, and if you are comfortable, then you can say that, yes, I relied on the legal opinion. Suppose if you are not comfortable also, you can say, based on the advocate opinion, I have carried out the audit. But this is also one of the EWS. That's why I put tracing of the title. there is no sufficient place in the business. Suppose the bankers say they sanction 1 crore for a steel trader. It's not steel manufacturer, for a steel trader they have sanctioned loan. The unit has got only 1,000 square feet. Can you stock the material? No. If there is no sufficient place, then that is a clear indication that the fund would have been diverted. So this is also one of the EWS. And the stock statement in general we have already discussed. And RTGS. So how many of you are going for concurrent audit? Here, one. See, it's a major thing. As per the RBI norms, as per the bank's head office norms, the checks have to be signed by the proprietor of the concern. And the RTGS application should also be signed only by the proprietor of the concern. If it is signed by the staff would have misused the funds because the check is there, bankers are safe, but the beneficiary may be different. So it is also another EWS. So whenever and wherever you are going for concurrent audit, whenever you are verifying the RTGS application, that means whenever you are verifying the vouchers, please see who has signed the voucher. Then if they is signed by the staff, then you can report all those vouchers under EWS. There may be a chance of fraud or may not be a chance of fraud. It's a red flag account. So this is also a very important matter that you have to verify. What's that? 10 actually 10 is favoring interest rate. The sanction letter says 11%. When they fed the details in the master record, it comes to 9%. That means the bankers indirectly they are helping because the system does the interest working based on the items that is fed into the system. So please verify whether the interest rate is correctly fed into the system or not. Why they have entered the 11% as 9%? It's a clear indication that the bankers they colluded with the party. So these are all another reason. And the ninth point I don't want to discuss here. That is a fraud has taken place based on the standing instruction. The entire team, entire branch officials, they have included their name in the standing instruction letter. And almost 38 crores have been transferred to all the employees of the bank. So if there is any standing instruction letter, please go through what there is. Every standing instruction letter is being duly signed by the customer. They sign the check. They sign the check. When there is any standing instruction, those standing instruction letters should also be signed only by the borrower or only by the customer. It has happened in current account. It's a very big college, very big institution. They have got some 200 employees. He has given, okay, every month you transfer this amount to the following persons. So to the following persons, that person has given without anything typed, he has put a blank signature. So in the middle, the 7 employees' names, bank employees' name have been included. The party has found the mistake only after some 3 months. There, in between that, some 38 crores have been passed on to the branch officials. It is a very big case. And the auditor, the concurrent auditor, suddenly has found in the month of January 2020. January 2020, he has found a transfer of 38 crores. The funds have come from the head office to the tune of 38 crores in the suspense account. Immediately they debited 38 crores to 4 accounts. Then he called me, sir, what happened to this? What is the nature of transaction? I said, it's a fraud. The head office has accommodated the fraud in order to save the image. He has reported the fraud to RBI and even he has reported the fraud to the head office. At one point of time, from the head office, the team of inspection who has given the concurrent audit has started to scold the concurrent auditor in all types of vulgar language. Who has got the powers to report to RBI? See, there is one point in concurrent audit, even in our statutory audit also. If there is any fraud, previously it was 1 crore, now it is 6 crores. If you find any fraud, you can report to RBI. That's a specific terms in the appointment letter. Please go through your concurrent audit letter. you can find this. He has, based on that, he has reported. Then after that, there was big discussion. Then the head office of the bank, what he did, they terminated the concurrent auditor with effect from 1/11/2019. He has reported in the month of January 2020. The audit termination comes near 1/11/2019. But he has submitted November report against which he has received the fees. Then December also he has submitted, for that also he has received the fees. But since he has reported under fraud, they say that we are terminating from 1/11/2019. Then the matter has gone to our disciplinary committee. Because of the negligence of the concurrent auditor, we have lost 38 crores. This is a complaint made by the bank against the concurrent auditor who has made a complaint. Then that is a very close friend of mine. He came to my office. We sat for some 2 days. We finalized. Then what is the FIR copy? This is a fraud. What the bankers have filed the FIR copy. I mean, before the police, what is the complaint they made? They say that this 38 crores fraud has taken place some 2 years back. The fraud has taken place 2 years back, but he has reported that suddenly money has come, money has gone. So we observe this. Then they immediately on seeing our reply, the bank has changed the report. That is, they changed the complaint with our disciplinary committee saying that because of the auditor's negligence, he has not seen 3 vouchers, we have lost 13,000 rupees. From 38 crores, it comes to 13,000. Then actually this auditor, since he has maintained proper working paper, he said we already made a request, made a submission that we have submitted that following vouchers have not been produced for verification. So maintaining working paper is very, very important. For that only I am touching this point. And the case has gone to disciplinary committee. The disciplinary committee has reprimanded the chartered accountant with a fine of 25,000. And even for that also we have gone for appeal. To remove the word reprimand. Only when we commit mistake you can reprimand. Since we have not committed any mistake, we have gone for appeal and case is still pending. That's why it's pending with the disciplinary committee. We don't know what is going to happen. That's why I don't want to touch the case. Okay, so if you find any fraud, please report. Don't worry at all. This is the observation I want to give. Okay, here I am stopping not only the presentation of RFA, I just want to touch the very interesting fraud case to you. Then after that I will go for LFAR. Here I am going to teach you how to do fraud. I am going to teach you how to do fraud. There are 2 case studies I want to share. I want to teach you how to get loan from 5 banks based on only 1 document. It's a very interesting case. One customer has got 25 lakhs worth of loan from a bank by mortgaging his property, and it has got the survey number of 54. Let us take the survey number as 54. This person has got a loan of let us take it is 25 lakhs from a bank. Then after some time, what he did, that borrower, who happened to be the father of 4 sons, he has subdivided this survey number 54 into 4 parts. And he made a gift settlement in favor of his sons. So here the advice is, if you happen to see that the parent document is a gift settlement or partition deed, please ensure that it is a genuine document at all. So he has gifted 54.1 to his first son, 2 to second son, 3 to another son, and 4 sons he has given. Then this son, first son, he has approached another bank, he has got a loan. And the advocate has given opinion saying that yes, he has got the valid title, and valuer also has given the valid title. Then 54/2, he has approached another bank, 3 approached another bank, 4 approached another bank. So how many loans have been created? 5 banks. Then I have gone for the audit for the survey number 54/3. In the gift settlement, there is a word, normally they used to say that since I am having some other property, I have not handed over the original document to you, I have handed over only the copy of the document to you. So when I read that para, then I asked the manager, sir, please ask the customer to produce the original document of survey number 54. When the manager called the borrower, please produce the copy of the original, then the son of 54/3, he said, sir, my father has already mortgaged this property with that bank, sir. I got the document. So that means for one document, he has availed from one thing, and this son has also got the property. So this is an advice. So this is a very big exercise, but just I hinted the point. Okay. Based on one document, you can create 4 loans. And the advice which I am giving is, if you happen to see the original property in the name of gift settlement, please ensure that the entire extent is being transferred, or you have to ensure the parent document thing. Then another one is based on the partition date, for which I am telling another case study. Previously, I have been, bankers, they are giving inspection audit to the chartered accountants. So I have gone for A branch inspection audit. In inspection, you have to go and verify all the units. Just like concurrent auditor, we have to verify all the units. I went for inspection along with the manager. It's a Sago factory. It's a Sago factory, and it's a manufacturing unit. And the borrower name is Buva Ragaswamy. So wherever you go for inspection, please remember the borrower name. The borrower name is Buva Ragaswamy. Myself and manager, we went for inspection. There, that borrower has welcomed us with tender coconut and everything. Again, luckily he has not asked coffee or tea. He welcomed us with tender coconut, and we enjoyed, and we have seen. The first thing which I have asked is, what is the first thing we have to ask for manufacturing industry? Electricity card. So consumption of electricity units are there. I'm very much satisfied. Stock is there, machinery is functioning, labors are working, unit is in good condition. Okay, sir, I have given a clean report for A bank. Then after 3 months, then I have seen the collateral security. The collateral security which the party has given is the partition deed. That is, Buva Ragaswamy has got 4 brothers. In total, there are 4 brothers. First property, original document is with Buva Ragaswamy, and the copy of the document of 1 goes to the second brother, 2 goes to the third brother, 4th one goes to the another brother. So I went for another audit of, say, B bank. There I have been asked to do revenue audit. When I started to do the revenue audit working, I found the name of the Buva Ragaswamy there itself. Again, the person belongs to the Yetapur. The village called is Yetapur. I think, have you come to Tamil Nadu to see the Lord Murugan, which has got very big statue? Anybody has come here? It's now it has become a very big tourist center. There I found that this is I happened to see that Buva Ragaswamy's name and Yetapur. Then I asked the manager to produce the title deed. Then there I found that his first brother's document has been mortgaged with the B bank with the same schedule of Buva Ragaswamy. Actually, A schedule belongs to Buva Ragaswamy, B belongs to another brother, C belongs to another brother, D belongs to another brother. In first A bank, A schedule has been mortgaged. For the same schedule, he has got the loan from B bank. Then I asked the manager, sir, can we go for inspection? He said, no, sir. For revenue audit, there is no need for you to go for inspection. Then I narrated the incident. Then manager, he came with me. Then we went to the spot of the same Buva Ragaswamy, and you took me to the same spot. Then on seeing me, along with this B bank manager, that Buva Ragaswamy, he ran away, he climbed on the wall, he jumped on the wall, he ran away. So that means for the same property got 2 loans. So both the manager of A and B, they sat together, they recalled the loan, and they instructed the Buva Ragaswamy to close the loan. Then after some 4 months, I went for a stock audit of C Bank. The unit allotted belonged to the same Boovarasamy Yathapu. There I found the collateral security for the same property, for same schedule. Another brother's document is being mortgaged. Then I went for D Bank because I should not mention the bank name. So that's why I'm saying A, B, C, D. D Bank, when I went there, I went as a credit auditor. There also I found the name of the Boovarasamy. I made everyone to sit together and all of them have recalled the loan. So the advice here is please refer the loans sanctioned based on the partition deed and the borrower's name. After some time, after the end of the financial year, I have been appointed as the statutory auditor of E branch. E branch, there I went when I saw one loan file which is worth about 8 crores. 8 crores loan have been sanctioned. There immediately in a limited company, what you will see first? What are the things that you have to see for a limited company? ROC certificate, memorandum and articles of association, then all directors list. So I happen to see the directors list. The managing director of the company is Boovarasamy. Then his 3 sons. Then immediately my concentration goes to the collateral security. That's a different collateral security. Then I asked for the collateral security documents. When I verified those collateral security, I found a court seal. Backside of the document. That means the document has already gone to the court. Then I asked the manager, sir, what happened to that case? Then the manager did a survey, but he has said, sir, I found something fraud, so I don't want to say in front of you because everything is recorded. So a court seal found on the back side of the document should also be seen by you. Then this manager started and have discussion with Boovarasamy, said, please close the loan immediately, otherwise I will make a police complaint against you because you cheated not only the bank, you have also cheated the judicial system. So there is no other go. He sold the steel rolling mill which is worth about 20 crores at the cost of 10 crores. He has closed the loan. He came out of the debt. Then after 3 months, Boovarasamy and his 3 sons have come to my office. Sir, I want to be your client. I want to be your client. Because wherever I go, you are going as auditor, you are finding your mistake. If I am your customer, you would not report it. Correct? So, this is one of the fraud which committed by a borrower. And this E-Bank has reported him under fraud 1. And they have referred the matter of this Boovarasamy and the 3 sons under the blacklist of RBI. If anybody name appears in the blacklist, he will not get a loan for his entire life. So till now, no family members of the Boovarasamy have received any loan because their name has been included in the blacklist. So in the loan process note, there is one column. If any manager processes a loan, the manager has to certify whether the customer is a NPA customer, whether the customer is a willful defaulter, whether the customer is a blacklisted customer. You can find this in the loan process note of the borrower, of the bank. And some 1.5 years back, that Boovarasamy has expired at the age of 91. And his 3 sons, now they are going for the job. Though they have got a very big property, they are not able to raise any loan, they are not able to do any business. So the piece of advice here I want to convey to you is, whenever you are going for audit, when you happen to see that the original original deed comes in the form of gift settlement or partition deed, please ensure that the same gift settlement, the partition deed are genuine or not. There are so many areas I can have a discussion of fraud, but here I am stopping the presentation of RFA as well as the bank fraud area. Again, I want to conclude the session with one caution. Again, I am telling, if any fraud is undetected during the course of audit, then the auditor is held personally responsible for the loss, apart from losing your certificate, insured action, court action, etc., etc. The tax planning is, don't buy any property in your name. Correct? Okay, I am moving to the LFA area. Any doubt? You are welcome, sir. So, all this red flagged account PPT is available in your brochure, and this is because of Manjunath sir. I don't know what is end use. He asked me to share, I shared, but the end use is in your hands. So this is a new format of LFAR which comes effective from 2020 onwards. You want the presentation theoretically or practically? If I said theoretically, then immediately you left. That's why wherever I go, I used to say with some case studies. So with some case study or some practical issues, I'll tell. So before 2020 of this LFAR, normally whenever you are going to the bank audit, what you have to do, you have to ask for the last year LFAR, correct? The seniors who are gone for audit, they will ask for the last year LFAR. What are the things that you can find from the LFAR? There are only 4 items that will appear in the entire LFAR. Almost 95% of LFAR contains only 4 items. No, nil, not applicable, yes. Correct? Anybody differs? Almost 95% of LFAR, it contains only no, nil, not applicable, yes. Then after that, the RBI has come into the picture. They say that, yes, you are permitted to give no, nil, not applicable, yes, but with the reasons. If you say no, why it is no? You have to give a specific amount. This is a main instruction given in the new LFAR. So that means if you say no, no, why you are saying no? You have to give the reason. If it is, that means you have to do the work. So LFAR is nothing but the base for the entire audit. And before going to that, the topic for the session is audit? Is it capital requirement? Audit reporting requirement, correct? With LFAR. This is the topic which the branch has given to me. I just touched the audit reporting requirement. What is the main thing that you have to give in the report? First thing. Audit report. First we have to give the audit report, correct? Enclosures are different. First you have to certify the audit report. Then in that audit report, the first thing you have to see, normally what we are giving the report, without changing the format, we are just simply signing it. you are a firm, then you have to type V. If you are an individual, you have to type I. But nobody is, removing I or V. So in the audit report, please confirm whether I is there or V is there. That is the first thing you have to see. Second one is, normally whatever that their branch has given the general class, without any verification, few auditors, I cannot blame all auditors, because I have to give you a qualified presentation, and don't say that this qualified presentation is given by a qualified auditor. So this few auditors, they are giving, simply they are signing all the classes mentioned in the audit report. But whenever you read the class, you have to, if suppose we have got any comment to offer, comma, subject to the items mentioned in para number 1, para number 2, para number 3. Don't sign the auditor report blindly without making any change in the general class. This is another point that you have to see. Third one is, if there is a one column, the company, that is the bank, has got a profit / loss. Nobody is removing, saying that whether the branch has got a profit or loss. If it is a profit, strike off loss. If it is a loss, strike off profit. That's also another very important point that's being ignored by few chartered accountants. Then fourth one is, in case if you find any mistake, and if the other places they are not you are not able to report, you have to qualify your report in the main audit report. See, here I want to tell, few banks, they never allow you to give the report. Even the words space is also very less. When you are not able to report anything in the content, please report everything in your main report. So this is a technique you have to adopt. Bankers, they will not give any record to sign you, few banks. And if you are not able to give any space or any records to report you, you incorporate everything in the main report under the class called qualified audit report. This is what I want to say about the audit reports, important thing. And next point is MOC, Memorandum of Changes. What's a Memorandum of Changes? Where it is applicable? When you identify one account as NPA, you can report it in MOC, that is, you can give Memorandum of Changes. And sometimes if the class, that is, if you want to change the one head, any transaction from one head to another head also, that also you can give it in the MOC. And in that main audit report, I want to share one thing. You are certifying that it is the branch has got a true and fair view of the profit, true and fair view of the loss. That you have to certify. In my case, when I happen to go through the deposits, normally there's a formula based on which I am doing the test check of the deposit. In case of reinvestment deposit also, the bank has to provide the provision of interest. The formula for calculating the interest accrual is R divided by 4. You can write, this will be useful, even how to calculate reinvestment maturity value. R divided by 4 plus 100, R divided by 4 plus 100 into. That is, you have to press the calculator 2 times, into. That means it becomes constant. Then feed the principal directly. R divided by 4 plus 100 into. You write P, that is a deposit of 1 lakh. Then how many quarters it is there? 4 quarters. So put percentage, press percentage for 4 quarters 4 times. You will get the maturity value. In a calculator, you take the calculator, how to arrive at the maturity value, I will tell. R divided by 4, R divided by 4, R na rate of interest, divided by 4 na quarters, R divided by 4 plus 100, you have to convert into percentage. So R divided by 4 plus 100 into, that is multiplication, into you have to press, so constant, it becomes constant. Then enter the directly enter the figure, 1 lakh or 2 lakhs or 3 lakhs principal for how many quarters? So 4 quarters or 5 quarters. Now press the percentage button 4 times or 5 times, you will get the maturity value. Anybody is having calculator here? Mobile work agadu. Satyama work agadu. See, even when you want to buy a calculator, you have to see whether the calculator is a genuine or duplicate. I use this formula in the calculator. There I found few calculators, they are not giving the answers. So I say that this calculator is not a genuine one, it's a duplicate one. So the formula for calculating the reinvestment deposit is R divided by 4 plus 100 entered, M plus 100 into P stands for deposit amount, plus the percentage for the number of quarters. You go home and do this exercise. If you have got any doubt, I'll share my number. You ask, I'll tell. 99941 is my number. 99941, 33388 you can call. I'll give the answer. Right. Here, when I did the exercise for reinvestment deposit in one of the statutory audit, I found the system rounds interest rate instead of interest amount. What's the mistake? You are going to certify true and fair view. The company, that is the bank, is giving provision for accrual interest. In that accrual interest, the system rounds interest rate. That is the software of the bank rounds interest rate instead of interest amount. 12.75 now, it gives provision for 13%. If it is 12.5, again it gives provision for 13%. If it is 12.25 now, it gives provision for 12%. Whether your certification of true and fair view is correct or not, it is wrong. Correct? You are certifying that the bank has given the accrual interest correctly. It's a wrong thing. When I reported to the head office, then bank as a whole, the profit has inflated to the tune of more than 1,000 crores. So because of my audit observation, even I am proud to say that for the entire bank, I changed the entire profit because of this observation. So only by this formula, because there's a software error against which the bank has to change the entire profit. So we can also do it. So you have to see, you have to test check whether the branch has done the interest provisioning correctly or not. So all these type of mistakes also you can incorporate in the MOC, Memorandum of Changes. Then there are a lot of forms, there are a lot of schedules they ask you to sign. Here my sincere request, please verify the form line by line, word by word. Please verify the schedule line by line, word by word. And if you have got any doubt, please ask the branch to give the evidence. Otherwise, don't sign it. Without seeing the evidence, please don't sign it. Next one is, you have been asked to do tax audit. Yes, you can do it. You can ask to do the LFAR, you can do it. And there is a separate report, you have been asked to give the fraudulent activities. There is a fraud report, is there. You have to ask the fraud register. So that, based on that, you can give the account. Then there's a NPA certificate also you have been asked to. That is, if there is any NPA certificate that also you have to certify. Because bankers, they have prepared a NPA certificate. In the morning, our Suresh has said, sir, SMA, that is, the NPA account should be downgraded gradually from standard to substandard, substandard to D1, D1 to D2, D2 to D3. It should be downgraded gradually. When you want to upgrade, you have to upgrade only to status, standard, and not to any other status. If it is account is D3, the party has to pay all the dues as of now, then only the money has to go to the substandard. For this, I want to share a very big case which happened in the same Pudukkottai branch, which I said, I have identified 38 crores as NPA in that branch, 38 crores NPA. So you just imagine, out of 248 crores, 38 crores I have newly identified as NPA. Out of that, 24 crores belong to one particular person, 14 crores belong to some other person. I did this exercise and I have discussed with the branch manager. Then the branch manager has informed this to the regional office. Then my friend, whose name is called as Rajkumar, who is doing the audit at Tiruchi branch, there he found out 3 crores as NPA. Then the same Tiruchi manager has reported the same thing to the zonal office, regional office. Then one person from the regional office, he has gone directly to the Tiruchi branch and is just recently qualified CA. First time he has got the audit. He has identified 3 crores. Even he has consulted me, Ravi sir, can we put this under NPN? Then I told the rules, then he followed and he has identified. Then this manager has gone. So this here, I'll tell the NPA pressure, how to handle the pressure, how to deal with the officials, how to report the NPA. This exercise I want to tell to you because this is also a part of LFAR. In LFAR, whether the branch has classified the prudential norms correctly or not, for this I am telling. Then this manager has gone, divisional manager has gone, and he slowly said, sir, please don't put 3 crores as NPA, it will affect our region profit. No sir, I will not do it, I have to do it, I will not remove it. Then slowly he has increased his voice. Then he said, if you, so this will also come to you. If you put this NPA, then I will see that, he has used the word, I will see that in the next year, you will not be getting the audit. This is a threat they will give. Then he said, slowly he came, sir, okay, sir, okay. So his entire voice has changed. Then after some time, he said, slowly he has not changed. Then this Rajkumar has not changed. Then the DO, divisional officer said, I will refer your name under misbehavior during the audit. I will refer your name under misbehavior. So he got, he has afraid. Then what he did, he has reported everything in LFAR. He has not given anything in the MOC. Whatever you have given the MOC only will be taken into effect. Whatever you have reported in the LFAR, it will not be taken into effect. Because LFAR will be taken care of by the management only after 4 months or 5 months after publication of the balance sheet. So don't, if you find any changes in NPA, please put it in MOC. Then after that, that DO has informed Rajkumar, I will see that, use the word, I will see that a chartered accountant who is doing audit of Pudukkottai branch has created 38 crores of NPA. I will see that that will be removed immediately. He did like this. He didn't know that Rajkumar and myself are friends. This guy has left the branch. Then that Rajkumar called me, sir, he has threatened us, so due to pressure I have changed the NPA from, I have removed the NPA and put everything in LFIR. Then I suggested him, you put everything in the main report. So main report, nobody can question you, it is your wisdom. You can put everything in the main report. Then he has reported everything in the main report plus LFIR. Then I asked him only one question, what about the stature of the officer? So he is in black in color, he is wearing safari, he has got a bald head and he has got thick mustache. So this is identification, okay. Then after 1 hour, it's a distance between Trichy and Pudukkottai is almost 1 hour. He came to the branch by 1.5 hours. So he came, then on hearing this, I requested the security guard to stand in front of my cabin. If you got any problem and if you say that you are not feeling well or if you are not secured, please ask the security guard to protect you. I asked the security guard to stand in front of my cabin. Then this officer has gone directly to the branch manager and the branch manager said, he requested the branch manager to come and meet me. Along with him, he said, sir, please come now. Then I already said, because of that tampering of the records, the entire branch is fraud. This also I have discussed with the branch head. He said, no, I won't come. If you want, you go and discuss with the auditor. Yes, the manager is afraid to come and meet me. Then he said, see, he is sitting here, manager is sitting here, without changing his neck, so auditor is there. I have watched this. Then after 2 minutes, that guy came and entered into my cabin. Sir, may I come in? What I immediately said, sir, this is the auditor cabin. Please go and meet the staff who are standing there. Because I should not reveal myself, I know him. So it's auditor staff, it's the auditor room, sir, you please go and meet the officer there. No, no, I want to meet you particularly. Then I asked the same question, who are you? Sir, I am from the regional office. So what? For what purpose you came? Because I changed my entire tone because he threatened my Rajkumar. For what purpose you have come? Sir, you put 38 crores as NPA. So what? No, no, no. You should not talk like this. What do you want? You just tell. I want to make a request to remove this 38 crores. Okay, sir, I'll remove it. Please give the letter authorized by the regional office with the regional office RM's staff number and designation and your staff number and designation, who authorized to come and meet me, everything, you please put it in writing. Please go to the manager, get it endorsed by manager. Whenever and wherever you want to have discussion, please come with the branch manager. Don't interfere into my audit. Then, no, 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 I will not give. Get away. Then I asked the security guard. What I said, don't allow anyone inside without my permission. The security guard, he immediately pulled that officer out. He allowed, no, 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 don't enter, get out, get out. Then he is not able to convince me. So here, the only concern is, he threatened our Rajkumar. I will see that you will be booked under misbehavior. So you are all there. When somebody comes and say this, what is your mentality? Then next day morning, then that guy has left the branch. Next day morning, normally whenever I entered into the branch, I went to the branch manager. Sir, I come here, I want to commence the audit, kindly permit. He said, okay, sir, you can do it. So morning I went there, and I made a request. 2 officers are sitting in front of him. Then he said, okay, sir, you can do it. Within 5 minutes, that officer came. Along with that man from my chair, and with folded hands, I welcomed them. Sir, okay, sir, please sit. Then we had some general discussion for 5 minutes. Then after that, the DGM asked, sir, what about the branch? So you want the real report? Yes, sir, what's the real report? It's a garbage. I use the word, the branch is a garbage. This present manager made the branch as a garbage. Then he got wild. Then slowly, then he said, sir, you have put 38 crores as NPA. Yes, sir, I have already discussed with the manager. Even the branch manager is endorsed. Any doubt, please ask the manager. So even I never allowed the DGM or AGM to discuss, because I discussed everything, because you were right used to discuss only with the branch head and not with the AGM, DGM. So, but this is auditor's rule. So I said, no, sir, please remove the 24 crores. Other 14 crores, no problem, sir, manager will recover. And for that, please remove 24 crores. Then just I asked them, okay, sir, give me just 2 minutes time. Then I worked out. To remove that 24 crores, the party has to remit 3 crores into the account as on date. Because when you want to upgrade the account, now coming to the issue, when you want to upgrade, according to me, it's a substandard. When you want to upgrade the account, all the dues as on date, it has to be paid. So they paid, I said, okay, you remit 3 crores, sir, I will consider based on the one rule, events occurring after date of balance sheet. Normally, we are doing it, events occurring after date of balance sheet, but it was there when I reported, it is not now. The RBI has clearly, this is a very important point, don't consider anything based on the events occurring after balance sheet. The RBI said you have to do the NPA classification as on 31/3/25. You have got no right to consider events occurring after the date of balance sheet. It's a recent circular, previously it was not there. So based on that I said, okay, I'll remove, sir, you can do it. 3 crores. Then the DGM and AGM said, sir, if the party has remitted, can you remove him from the NPA? Yes, I'll remove it, it's a promise. Then that was a Thursday. Next day is a Good Friday. Normally, when you go for audit, the Good Friday comes only in the month of April. So Good Friday, next is Saturday and Sunday. I said, Monday also you take, sir. Tuesday I will come, because I have to come from Salem to Pudukkottai. Then Saturday I have received a phone call from the probation officer, from the branch manager, from the AGM, from the DGM. Sir, the party has remitted 3 crores into the account, 3.2 crores into the account. Please don't put that account as NPA. Okay, sir, I will come on Thursday, I will verify and do it. I came to the branch on Tuesday. When I opened the loan account of that party, I found nothing is credited into the account. So it's an audit experience I'm telling. This is also audit rule. Nothing has been given credit into the loan account. But PO, branch manager, AGM, DGM, everybody said the money of 3.20 crores have come into the account. Yes, the money has come. They parked everything in the current account. Money has come into the branch. They parked 3.20 crore into the current account. From the current account, the money has not been transferred to loan account. Only when the money has been transferred to loan account, then only you can consider the NPA classification. So money has not come into the loan account. Then what I did immediately, I called the DGM. Sir, you made me as fool. This is the word same word I used. Because without verification of the account, you said the money has come to the loan account. There is no credit into the loan account. You are not fit for a DGM. Even when it is recorded, okay, it's not a problem. So what they did, he got wild. What I said, you are not fit for a DGM because you have given a false report to the chartered accountant. Then from Madurai, which is a regional office, what he did, from there he has transferred the money of 3.20 crores into the loan account. Immediately, from there they passed the entry. Then after 10 minutes, the DGM called me, sir, you said I am not fit for a DGM. Now you can say that I am a fit DGM. Yes, transfer the money. Yes, sir. Yes, now the money has come into the account. I'll see that it is not a, I will not classify this account as a NPA, but I will record everything in the main report. So wherever report, but don't put MOC. Okay, sir, I will not put MOC, but you have to wait for only one day. Tomorrow only I'll give my verdict. Why? Wrong credit made us wrong debit. So when I said this, they can do the classification. Say as on the date of upgradation, all the money has to come. 3.20 crore come. Then he said, why you have to wait for one day? Here the audit point. What are the debits allowed in term loan? Loan amount, interest charges, interest and charges. No further debit is allowed in the term loan, correct? If they say that if you happen to go and see any debit in term loan other than this, that means something is fishy. So I told him, sir, after telling this, even within 5 minutes also you can reverse the entry. If you wait for one day, next day you have got no power to debit the entry. Then that DGM said, sir, you are a very clever chartered accountant, sir. That's why I said, sir, initially you said you are not fit for DGM, now you are a fit DGM. Please wait for one day. So this is the advice. No debit, what are the debits allowed in term loan? I said. So okay, this has happened. After, now according to me, everything is serviced. After half an hour, there was some 7 guys, they entered into the branch premises. Everybody has gone to the branch manager. The branch manager was beaten. They started to beat the branch manager. On seeing that, I requested the security guard to stand in front of my room. Who is the next hit? The auditor. So what has happened now? This manager has promised the guy sir, we will show everything to the auditor. You please put the money in current account. On seeing that, he will remove you from the NPA. Then who has transferred the money? It is DGM. From the zonal office, they have transferred the money. So they have lost 3.20 crores. What this guy they did, they borrowed this 3.2 crore from the open market at the rate of 3 rupees interest. And they put it in the loan account. So here, what is the case study I am telling? What are the debits allowed? Term loan I have explained. Only when the amount is given credit into the account, then only you have to consider. Then events occurring after date of balance sheet, I said now it is not possible. All these 3 things I have experienced in this case. So upgradation has to be done only when all dues have been paid. Any doubt up to this, you can ask, sir. Now I am going for the practical issues. This is the basic circular. 2002 was the basic circular, and 2020 is the new circular. And this is applicable from the financial year 2021. And report as per LFAR is specific and not general, and it is mandatory. And statutory, central statutory auditor, if they want, they can add anything that you can report, and they can make the statutory branch auditor to report, but they have to get the prior permission from the bank audit committee. And timely submission of LFAR by the auditor is required. LFAR has to be placed before audit committee board and local advisory board in case if there is any rectification or irregularities. And the central statutory auditor has to submit to the RBI within 60 days of submission of LFAR. This is a very, very important point, sir. This is there in the LFAR. The first point, statutory branch auditor has to ensure that the branch is following the bank policy. What is bank policy? Do you know? You are the statutory auditor, statutory branch auditor, you are going to the branch, but they want your specific comment. What is it? Whether the branch is following the bank policy. That means you should know the entire bank's policy. Then only you can say yes or no. What will be your report? You ask for the bank policy in writing with the branch head. He said, sir, we are not having the bank policy. Then you say that as I asked the bank policy evidence, the branch manager is not able to produce. So hence, I disagree to report on this point. So because we have to save our skin. Next one is also very important. Statutory branch auditor has to check the systems and processes done at the head office. You are going for, say, Rajaji Nagar here, but you have to certify that, suppose if it is a federal bank, you have to certify that all the processes done at the Mangalore is correct or not. How is it possible? So this is also a very tricky question. Then safely you have to report. Okay, now I am going with the practical issues. Now you have entered into the branch. First thing what you have to do it, the manager will come and ask you, sir, which area you want to commence the audit first, which you prefer? Cash. Sir, I want to commence the audit with cash verification. Okay, manager said, okay, you can do it. At what time you can verify the cash? Opening immediately, that is you can verify the opening cash or closing cash. Suppose if you have reached the branch by 12 o'clock, you said, sir, I want to verify the cash. Whether the manager will allow? Why? In the middle, if you disturb, then that will spoil our business. Please verify at the end. I'll tell a very good method. I think only few persons they knew it. It's a very good method that you have to follow. Suppose if you reach a branch by 12 o'clock, still also you can verify the cash without disturbing the banking business. That method is called as cover method. Anybody knew this? 1, 2, 3. Few seniors they knew this. I'll tell this cover method of verification to the youngsters or the persons who didn't know. So you have to ask the manager, sir, please come with me. We'll go to the cashier cabin. You tell the cashier that this is a modus operandi. Please, randomly you pick 500 rupees, 200 rupees, 100 rupees, 50 rupees. Without knowing the denomination, you randomly put the remove the cash. You have to take a cover. You have to put all the cash into that cover. Then you have to paste the cover, sign the cover, return the cover only to the cashier. You are not supposed to take the cash outside the cabin. And another suggestion here I want to give, don't enter into the cashier cabin. As an auditor, you have got no right to enter into the cashier cabin because you have got no right to touch the cash. Because that cash is the property of the cashier. Now you are removed, the manager has got the power, he can enter into the cashier cabin. He has pulled at random cash and he parked everything in a cover, pasted and handed over. In the evening, the cashier, he will close the cash. Whether cash will tally? No. There will be some difference. The difference must be tallied with the cash that you have put inside the cover. So here another suggestion is, whenever you are following this policy, you have to be there at the time of closure of the cash. You should not leave, because you also, affix your signature. The cover has to be opened in front of you. The first thing you have to ask the cashier, what is the difference? He will say 1,10,200. The same amount should be there inside the cover. And I said, don't leave the branch when they close, when you did this exercise. So it has happened in one of the nationalized bank. I did this exercise. With a lot of difficulties, I convinced the cashier. Even branch manager also, he said, sir, it's a union problem, sir. We won't allow you to do this type of this practice or not. Sir, it's an audit procedure, sir. I am not touching the cash. Instead of having the cash in your tray, the cash is in the cover. In the evening, there will be a difference. The same must be tallied. The amount is around 1,20,800 something we have put in the cover. I went for lunch around 2:30, then returned to the branch by 3:30. Then the cashier suddenly has got a call from his wife. There is an urgency, you have to come immediately. Then what the cashier did, he has started to close the cash. Because his time is 2:30, he wanted to close the cash. Then when he started to close the cash, he found a difference of 1,20,000 and odd. He has forgotten the money which we have put inside the cover. The wife says it's a very urgent, you have to come. He has got a full tension there. Here in the branch, there is a difference of cash. So first priority he has to give to the branch. He has not said, what wild, so there is a difference, I have to go immediately. Then around 3:30, I casually come, sir, cashier, sir, can we check the cash? Then he said, sir, wait, I got a difference. Don't pressurize me, I've got a lot of, my BP has increased like this. And then, okay, sir, have you checked the cash which we have put inside the cover? Then only he realized that there is a money that they have put inside the cover. Then he started to scold me in all type of languages. So this is you are fool, you are a fool to increase my BP, this and that. Okay, sir, no problem. I am following rule number 6. What's that? Ignore your ego. Correct? Morning I said in the opening, that is, ignore your ego. I said, okay, no problem. Okay, you count it. Instead of 1,20,000, he said the difference is 1,20,800. Actually, the difference is 1,20,500. That's the difference. That is shortfall of cash. Then I told him, can I report this shortage to your head office? That is 300 rupees short. Then he begged me like anything, sir, don't put it, I'll find the difference. His wife pressure has gone, then he wanted to save his job. Then after that he found the mistake, then I said, okay, carry on. So what is the advantage of this cover method? Sir? We don't have to count, one, then. Sir? Ensure? Ensure accuracy, right. Sir? Surprise check, okay. So, we are checking the cash by not wasting our time. At the cost of the time of the cashier, we are checking the cash. So, this is another method. Have you enjoyed the method? How many of you have learned this is a new technique? Okay. This will also be useful for your concurrent audit. This will also, you can use it for concurrent audit. The second method, one is opening, second one is closing, third one is cover method. Next one is called as folding method. What is folding method? You enter into the cash vault. In that cash vault, huge number of bundles are there. You want to test check something. When you pull one bundle, I think we are all not well versed in counting the cash. 1, 2. So slowly only we are counting. But what you have to do, you have to fold some 10 bundles or 10 numbers or 12 numbers. Then you can ask the cashier to count the bundle, except this folding cash. So you can count only 12, so easily you can count the cash. So this is another method called as folding method or clip method. Sometimes what they put, some gem clip they put it in the bundle and they ask you to count. So this is a very important methods of cash counting method I said. First thing when you enter into the branch, you can count the cash. So what are the items that you have to verify the cash? The cash, there is one register called as cash stock register. So it's an audit requirement. So you have to verify and certify that the cash transactions are correct. Cash counter register, that is we can call it as cash stock register. Cash stock register means all the cash which they have put inside the vault have been properly recorded. With the denominations they will record. With the denomination they will record. How much time I can go, sir? Sir? Huh? 15 minutes. Every 15 minutes or? Okay, I'll complete with the cash verification, then stop my presentation, then close the section. After that, we'll go for the, I'll go for my promise. Others I'll go for promise only after 15 minutes. Sir is very particular how to get the audit. So, sir? Sir, you can tell in Kannada, I can tell in Tamil. No? So, time is only up to 6 o'clock. If the members wish, they can sit even up to 8 o'clock. Good? Okay, it's all lighter sense. I'll complete. What are the important? So, cash stock register, you have to see the two officers, they have to sign the ledger. First thing you have to see, cash stock register should be signed by two officers. And the rule says every month the cash has to be verified by the branch manager. So whether the branch manager signature is there or not, that also you have to verify. Once in 3 months, an official has to come from the regional office, they have to verify the cash. All those things should be there. If there is any concurrent auditor, the concurrent auditor has to verify the cash every month. He has to office his signature. It is not the staff of the concurrent auditor. It is not the staff of the concurrent auditor has to sign the cash stock register. It has to be signed only by the concurrent auditor. Okay, this is with reference to cash stock register. And the next item you have to see is the soiled notes. Soiled notes are inside the branch, inside the cash vault. The rule says every 6 months the soiled notes have to be sent to the chest branch of the particular bank. If that is not there, it is also another, your audit reporting requirement. You have to see whether the soiled notes have been sent to the head office or not. And the fraud has taken place in most of the places only in the soiled notes. Normally, whenever you are entering into the branch, we never touch the soiled note. They say that, sir, some 2,400 rupees is there in the soiled note. You said, okay, because you will never touch. If you touch the soiled note, you will get all types of diseases. So please ensure your health also. So this is another thing. Next point is, there is another register called cash excess short register. That register you have to verify. Cash excess short register. In that cash excess short register, if there is any shortage, the shortage has to be nullified on the same day itself. If there is a cash shortage of 450 rupees, the cashier has to repay that 450 rupees to the branch. In case of a cash excess, that can be recorded in the cash excess register column. The same facts they have to report to the regional office, and if the real person has come and visit the branch and claim the money, then debit is allowed only after getting the regional office permission. The branch manager has got no power to debit the cash excess short register. This is also another important point. Okay, next register that you have to verify is key movement register. Key movement register. How many types of keys are there in the bank? How many keys are there? How many sets of keys in a bank? I asked how many sets of keys? 2 sets. One set, see this is a very important, I think for the juniors it will be useful, for seniors they knew it. There are 2 sets of keys. One is with the branch, the duplicate key should be with the other branch or other banks. For to deposit with the other banks or other branch, they have to get the auditor has to see the acceptance given by the other branch or the. Then these keys have to be exchanged once in 6 months. If the keys have not been changed, then that is also your audit point, you have to cover that point. The duplicate keys have to be changed once in 6 months, that is also another important point. Then next one is key movement register. Key movement register is the register to be entered by the branch with the evidence that who is holding the key for that day, whether it's the cashier or officer or manager or cashier. So everything should be recorded in the key movement register. Please verify. Most of the key movement register will not be updated. Suppose if this person goes on leave, he has to hand over the key to Mr. X, no entry will be there. 2 days after that, this guy will come, that entry will not be there. So please ensure that key movement register is updated. And another thing is, there is one word called cash retention limit. There's a cash retention limit. Normally, when you ask this, the manager says that, sir, our branch cash retention limit is 25 lakhs. When you ask for evidence, you will not be in a position to give. Whenever cash retention limit, when the cash exceeds the retention limit, they have to report to the controlling authorities. They will never report. One. Next, why there is a specific question in the LFAR about the cash retention limit. The insurance coverage will not be there if the cash limit exceeded the cash retention limit, because the cash insurance is being taken at the head office. According to the branch thing, they allot the limit. So only to that extent, only to the extent of retention limit, insurance coverage is available. So it is also another audit point. Whenever you are giving your report on the LFAR, see that cash retention limit letter you have to see. If it is not there, you have to give you a specific report. I have not been produced with the evidence of cash retention limit. Next question is insurance policy. That is the same question they asked. Have you seen the cash insurance policy? Normally managers say that, sir, we are not having insurance cover here. Everything is being taken care of by the head office. Please get a letter from the branch manager saying that we are not having insurance policy. Please ask, he will give. Please record that letter, and same thing you have to give a report in the LFAR. Another register that you have to see is cash in transit register. Cash in transit, it may go to branch, it may go to ATM center. Okay, everything is allowed. Whenever cash is being sent out of the branch, it has to be, that is, branch has to get the approval from the regional office. Then based on that only the money has to be sent to other branches. Then who is carrying the cash, that has to be properly acknowledged. And the time of sending out, that cash should also be recorded. Then other thing is, that is when the money has been deposited. According to the cash insurance policy, the insurance coverage is available only up to 6 p.m. in the evening. Only up to 6 p.m. insurance policy available. Beyond that, it is not there. So you have to see when the money is deposited. In case if the money has been deposited after 7 p.m., that is also another audit comment that you have to make. In case if the branch, that is if the person who is carrying the cash, if the time has exceeded 6 p.m., then he has to make a deposit with other banks or other branches. For that, they have to get the acceptance. This is also another very important point with reference to cash. Okay, I'm just jewels I have discussed. These 2 items which are very much important I have discussed. And for advances also, there are a lot of things you have to see. Go and Suppose in case of housing loan, how many types of housing loans are available? Outright purchase of house, construction of the house, improvement of the house. For the outright purchase of the house, what you have to see? You have to see the sale agreement first. The mistakes I will tell where the bank will lose. Sale agreement you have to see. The RBI says housing loan should be sanctioned only to the approved property. Without approval, if any housing loan is sanctioned, that loan is invalid. So, if there is any sale agreement, you have to see whether approval of the property is there to finance. This is one. Yeah, now the branch has financed the housing loan. The property is being transferred in the name of borrower. Please ensure that the original document of the sale deed comes to the branch. So normally, in my experience, 20% of the cases, the original document was not there in the branch. Please ensure that in case of sale agreement, after lending the housing loan, after completion of the sale document should come to the branch. Yes, now the property has come to the branch. What are the other items that you have to see? After the property of sale is executed, you have to see that the house tax receipt is to be transferred in the name of the borrower. You have to see that all the revenue records have been transferred in the name of the borrower. This will take time. This is one thing is with reference to sale of outright purchase of property or sale agreement. Next one is construction. Construction, again you have to see the valuation, legal report and everything you have to see. Apart from that, you have to see that stage completion certificate is given. Based on that only money has been received. Then after completion, you have to see that the house tax receipt should be in the name of the borrower. Most of the branches, they are not following this exercise. After completing the housing loan, the property name transfer should be done in the name of the borrower. Please also ensure that. For that is for temporary, for some additional loan you want to give, you just see the purpose of the loan, you can do it. So any type of loan, you please visualize yourself as a borrower and what are the things that you have to verify. And the very important thing I want to give suggestion, there is a book of instruction available at each and every branch. Book of instruction, please ask. It is there. Now it is system based. In that branch manager's desktop, you can find the manual of book of instruction. If you have got any doubt with reference to any loan, if you click that manual of instruction, then you will get all details. Based on that, you can do it. So with this, I am just closing the session. Any doubt? Yes, sir.
In case of construction of apartment, we'll have only tripartite agreement. Suppose the builder has given the sale agreement to different parties. So what could be the final this thing, sir? Or what best comment we can write into concurrent audit report or statutory audit report?
Apartment construction, tripartite agreement is there, but you have got no evidence about the construction. Whatever you observe, you put it in the record. That's all. You find there is no evidence, you put it in the record so that we have to save our skin. Sir, you are going to the branch and you observe something, don't leave it, you report it. Either in the LFAR or in the main report, and if there is any change in the norms, MOC, you can give it. Any doubts, sir? Okay, thank you very much. I am just closing the official session, and I request the branch to complete the session officially. So just I require another 15 minutes of you to cover those areas. That is which I promised. That I have to switch off. Let him record here, I will report from there.
Thank you, Speaker. May I call upon Chairman to please hand over a memento to the Speaker. Sir. ಪ್ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ ಕರೀತಾರೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಬರ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಆ ಕಡೆ ಕೂತ ಆ ಕಡೆ ನಿಂದಿರಿ Being an elected representative, she has the advantage. We recognize the presence of our past SIRC chairman, CA Geeta Ebi. Yeah. Members, it is the time for our farewell and giving the vote of thanks to the members and the members, respected dignitaries, the esteemed speakers, guests, and the dear participants. It is both an honor and privilege to extend my heartfelt gratitude on behalf of Management Committee of ICA Bangalore branch at the conclusion of the Enriching Bank Audit Seminar organized under the aegis of Auditing and Assurance Standards Board of ICA. First and foremost, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to all the speakers, CAs PR Suresh, CA AP Paul, and CA V Ravindran sir. I also thank my management committee members who have organized this tirelessly, the staff members. We also thank the hoteliers who have provided this hotel and all the visuals, audio visuals people. Thank you all. Let's meet again. Let's have a wonderful bank audit periods. Thank you.